and tight, can you see it? Streaming the truth live from where they decree it. Sylvia speaks, no filter, no buffer. Courtroom drama couldn't get any tougher.
When the gavel's first bang, to the witness turns tears. Sylvia's lens captures all your hopes and fears. Uploading justice one trial at a time. Tune in every moment, edges sublime.
Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Faces tell stories, the courtroom can't hide. Sylvia's insights cut through the divide. From jury talks to the lawyer's secret. In Sylvia's world, you know you'll need it. Behind the scenes where whispers are loud, her lens reveals the truth in the crowd. Courtroom secrets laid bare to see. Stay curious with Sylvia Spree. Every objection, every sharp retort, Sylvia's there to give you the report. Exclusive footage no one else can snag. From catchy headlines straight to the tag. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show.
Faces tell.
Hey everybody, hello, y'all. I got, me and this hair's all having a fit around here, but we're trying to do something to it. I don't know what it is, but let me bring Miss Sonya up, y'all. So you see this hair?
I see. You looking like,
I'm trying to figure out what am I gonna do with this hair of mine. Lord have mercy.
you
Hey,
know, she
Sonya.
can help you with the,
I know, but what happened is, because I kept the edges out all the way out because I don't want them pulling my edges out. So when I had them braided, I put a lot of the supposedly baby hair out, but I put too much out. So now it looks like, now it's getting old. It looks a hot mess, but whatever.
Let me see how long you got it in the back.
It's long. It's real long. It's
wow.
long. Yeah, it's long.
Look at you, Fancy. Okay, I see it.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you. The boys have been coming in the yard, for the milkshake.
Long hair don't care.
Long hair don't care. That's right.
Long hair don't care. Or me, I'm ponytail style. Yeah, I'm trying.
Hey, sister wife, how you doing?
Right. Oops, the name calling. Always something. We always something.
I know, right? But look, I had to call you about some stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, we did talk a little bit about this. Tell me, what in the world am I seeing here? What is this that I found?
That's a civil case.
Yeah, what is going on?
So I'm always I was on the phone 2 years ago, always talking to Nesto before, everybody got on with us. Talking about that house that was in my name. So there's a house that was part of the reason why I had to file bankruptcy. It was the house, and it was the $600,000 medical bills I had from when I was in the hospital. And my lawyer told me the only way I can come from under this house was to file bankruptcy, because for 15 years we've been trying to fight this house that's been sitting in my name. And so the nightmare of it. So going back to the beginning, it happened in 2005. Um, my father's girlfriend.
Stepmom.
My father's girlfriend. I
Stepmom.
met
Look,
her.
stepmom.
Yeah.
Stepmom.
So she had been with my dad since I was 17. And this is 20 years later. They got together in 85. This is 2005. So this is 20 years of her being around, right?
Mhm, mhm.
And her house was in foreclosure. They had it for 2 years, and I don't know what was going on with them because I really went on the phone like that with them. But they reached out to me and asked me because that's when I was flipping houses, and I had all those houses that people said I
I
didn't have.
saw this. I saw
Do you
you have
see
over.
them?
I saw
14
over 14
houses.
houses. Yeah. Y'all, let me tell you something. All those people who's been saying stuff about her, I got the proof. She had a whole bunch of houses. So what happened to all those houses? Do you still have
When
some?
the market crashed, I walked away from everything and moved to Miami in 2008.
Oh.
Remember the housing market crashed in 2008. May of 2008 is when I moved to Miami and started a new life. So I walked away from all the houses except for that one because my father and her were living in
Oh,
that house.
wait. Linda Gibbs saying Sonya such a no, Linda. I have the proof. Hold on,
Oh, she said
Linda.
I'm lying.
Yeah, she said you lying. Hold on, Linda. Hold that thought because I
You
got
know,
the proof.
they listen too much to those bloggers who trying to keep drama going to keep them clicking, and every time they say something,
But they
they
in
run
here.
and listen to it.
Hold on. They saying that you don't. Hold on. Let me show them all these houses that was in your name. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Y'all come in here. Listen. Number one, let me tell you the rules. Don't come in here and disrespect my guests because you're gonna get blocked. So I'm telling you now, y'all better tread lightly because y'all don't like me. You're in here because you want to be nosy, but be nice. Be nice. Delete your comment about her being a liar because I'm not gonna let you
Where's the
disrespect my
lie?
guests. Okay. Okay, Judge, give me a break. You're gone. Bye. You're about. Y'all, mods, get on your job. Block these people. Let them look from the bushes, okay? Let them look from the bushes. If they can't be nice,
Why
they
do you
can't
even
be
come on
nice.
here if you don't even like me or you? That's the weird thing. If you
I'm
don't
blocked.
like somebody, stay off the line.
We're
Don't
having a
watch
block
it.
party. We're having a block party. Mods, block party, okay, mods? Because these people don't come in here anyway. Block party, okay? We're having a
Hello?
wonderful block party.
Hello?
Okay?
Sorry. Mailbox.
Block party, mods. Block party. Okay? Because they don't come in here anyway. They only come in here to be nosy. Okay. If you can't respect my guests, then you are going to be blocked. Got it?
You gotta
Got
talk
it,
to them
mods?
like the children.
Children, if you don't know how to play nice, you will be blocked. And that's why y'all don't like me. Why y'all in here if you don't like me? Go
That's
on
the
out.
weird thing. That's the weird thing. Why are you even here? It's Saturday night. Shouldn't you be at a party?
They don't have a party. Hold on, let me go get those hold on a second. Oh, you need your wrench. Hold on down, Mr. Duncan. Hold on, let me get it for you. Hold on, y'all. Let me get that for a second. Let me get Mr. Duncan his wrench. Hold on. Because I do have the proof. I do have the proof of her owning these houses. They're in her name, y'all. They were in her name. Hold on. Because, hold on a second. Duncan, hold on. You got to type something while I go in here and give you your wrench. Hold on. I got to figure out where you at. Hold on, Mr. Duncan. Hold on, Mr. Duncan. Mr. Duncan, I don't see you on this side. Where are you? Which side are you at, Mr. Duncan? Which side are you on?
You said I'm on the side of.
on a second. Mr. Duncan, I don't see you on that side. You're on the slide side? Oh, hold on. Let me go to the slide side. Hold on. Duncan, you're supposed to be on. Hold on. Just bear with me, y'all. Switch over to the slide side. We need people on both sides because these people coming in like vultures. Hold on.
I'm looking at your hair like it's a whole nother person.
It looks different, right? It looks different, right?
Yeah. You know, that it's easier when it's shorter because you see how I keep mine. And that's only because it's long. When it was shorter, I did more with it. And once it starts growing out, it's like
Bertha
ponytail.
said you look cute, Sonya. Bertha said you look cute. Mr. Duncan, can you type something, please? Because I don't see you. Mr. Duncan, please type. Hold on. This thing here. I know. Duncan. Oh, here we go. Slide channel.
Let me get my other phone.
Okay, there we go. I got you, Duncan. I got you. All right, I got y'all too. Oh, wait a minute. I hid your message by mistake, Mr. Duncan. What the heck did I do? Sorry, Duncan. There you go. There you go, Mr. Duncan. I'm sorry. I hid you by mistake. I hid you, not unhide you. I hid you by mistake.
Oh, I see.
I hid you, not unhide you. Renee, okay. Okay, I got it, y'all. All right. Now I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and pull up your the what's the name? Because I need to show these folks that claim that you're a liar, that you didn't have all these properties. Hold on a second. Because I do have the records. Because for some strange reason, folks just
Thank you, Bertha May Bottoms. I don't know.
Hold on a second. Let me pull up your houses. Hold on. All right, y'all.
It's on the website.
Hold on.
Cuyahoga County Properties. It's on the website.
Hold on. Let me show these people. Hold on. Because they're claiming that you lied, huh?
Yeah, it's on the website.
Hold on, y'all.
Something I can't alter. Because, they always say, oh, you altered that or you made that up.
Can y'all see this, y'all?
Yeah.
Those that can, if y'all want to go verify it, you see her name and all these properties that's highlighted, y'all? Look. See all these deeds? You see the subdivision, the property? You see all of that? This woman had a lot of properties, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Those are mortgages. That means those are closing. Those aren't quick claim. Those are mortgages.
Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Look at this. A lot of properties. Y'all can't hate on this woman. Y'all can't hate this back in 2007.
That's 2004 to 2007.
Hold on, there's more. There's more, y'all. Look at that.
If you click the top where it's recorded date, it'll put it in 1, 2, 3 order.
I know. I look, ma'am.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, since you see all these properties? Oh, you do have some liens too. Properties.
I got 2. I got a lien. Well, this gone now. That's 20 years ago. Because we in 25 now. But I don't. But like I told you, I walked away from all of them in 08 when the market crashed.
There's about 14 properties here. 14 properties. So all those who kept saying that she doesn't have.
Yeah, I thought it was 17, but I counted 14 too.
I have 14.
I counted 14 on the site, but I thought it was more. But it might have been 14.
No. You gotta go look at a lady. You gotta go look at the lot numbers. You gotta go look at that. The lot numbers show you 14 different properties.
Mm-hmm. 14 different clothing, 14 different addresses, 14 different mortgages.
Go look at the lot number. It's not the same property. There's
No,
some that
they,
has the same property.
they
Yeah.
have the addresses on all of them. The addresses are on them. Is that the only?
Oh,
Are all of them in Cuyahoga County?
hold on, Mimi.
Yeah, they're all in They were all in Cuyahoga County.
Okay, let me go back. Oh, sorry, I had to go back because I had to correct some folks about that. But go ahead. Oh, that because she said the market. Somebody asked. That was
The
almost 20
housing
years
market
ago. What
crashed in
happened?
208. Well, that was part of the reason. The other part was because I needed my credit and I was flipping and all that stuff on my credit. When this house happened in 2005, 2006, and 7, they started not paying the bill. And so it started to fuck my credit up. I mean, screw my credit up. So
You still cussing, huh?
so I'm trying to be a better person. So I couldn't do that anymore. Plus, when the market had crashed, it changed everything, and it was harder to do it. So I stressed about it for like 2 weeks, and then I said, you know what? Let's go to Miami. And so I walked away from all the houses and moved to Miami and started a new life.
Oh, I also want to tell y'all, this girl here is not a broke girl. Let me tell you why. Because every time her and I have ever gone out to dinner or anything like that, I'm going to pay for my stuff. This woman will never let me pay for my stuff at all. I'm just going to tell you, she's not a broke. She's not a broke. She's not a broke, y'all. I'm telling you. And we go to places that it's not cheap.
People want to focus on negativity. That's sad. I mean, no one knows my business but me. Those bloggers don't know me, and it's weird that they believe everything that these people say with no proof behind it. And they want to say, "Oh, you this, that, and the other." You have no proof of what you're even talking about. None.
Okay, could we finish with the what happened? Why
So I had during all of this, when I was flipping houses and buying houses, her house was in foreclosure.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't know anybody strong enough to save her house. So they attempted to use her daughter, but her daughter was young and she didn't have the credit at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so she ended up calling me and asking me to, save her house. And so the deal was, in 5 years, when her credit bounced back, she would buy the house back from me at whatever it was, that the mortgage was. Because I'm not in it to make money or anything. It was just to save it from sheriff sale. And it was on the sheriff sale list at the time when I bought it. And so they paid the bill for the first 6 months, and then they're paying it directly because I told them I didn't want anything to do with, all of that because I was dealing with my stuff. And this was an added situation. And I'm like, look, just pay the mortgage to the mortgage company. I don't want to be involved. Just pay it on time. Don't mess me up.
Mm-hmm.
After 6, 7 months, they start messing me up. And so it went into foreclosure in 09 when I left in 08. And it went in foreclosure in 09, and then they would pay a little bit because my mail.
It was still in your name then at that point.
The mortgage has been in my name since 2005. What she did was she had me quit claim the deed to her. She had lied to me and told me that it was in some type of program. Mm-hmm. That when she bought it, she put it in some type of program with the state or the county, and in order for her to stay in that program, the deed had to be in her name, or they would kick her out the program and find the house condemned or something to that effect. She was telling me. I wasn't all like, okay. Mm-hmm. She was, stepmom for 20 years at this time. So I'm just believing her. It's whatever. Okay. So I deeded the house back to her, but the mortgage stayed in my name. And that's how I got screwed, because I couldn't do anything as far as evict her or sell the house because it wasn't deeded to me. But that $300,000 mortgage was in my name. And so we only spoke about the house in this whole 20 years, maybe 2 or 3 times because she was avoiding my calls. You know, when people owe you money and you're trying to call them and they don't want to call you back and all of that. So she was avoiding my calls and not answering and saying anything to me, you know. And then the one time I did get a hold of her, she told me she wasn't going to pay it. She wasn't going to sign it back over to me, and she wasn't going to move. And so I had been back and forth over the years with lawyers, and they was telling me the only way I could get out of it is through a quiet title or through bankruptcy.
Okay.
And so, yeah, so that's where we at right now. So what she did was she knew I moved in '08. 5 siblings, right? So she can, you know, they sent a letter to my mortgage company because ever since bankruptcy, they weren't taking payments. So she didn't know where the payments were at. So she was trying to find out what was owed so she can just keep it paid enough so that it wouldn't go into foreclosure.
Okay.
So they paid just enough all these years because I was wondering why didn't they take the house? Because all my other houses, when I walked away, they took them like immediately. I was free and clear of all those houses within a year.
Well, you know, sometimes they let you keep one house if it's your primary house.
But I never said anything to them to fight for the house, right? But they could have been behind my back because, again, I don't know. I wasn't getting the mail. I wasn't, you know, the bank wasn't calling me, but they would call me, you know, and then it was just a lot of shit. So anyway, they tried to contact my bank, and then my bank contacted me and said this lawyer reached out and wanted to know something. And I was like, don't give anybody no information, because I wanted the house to go into foreclosure at this time, because after the bankruptcy, it didn't release me, because as long as she was making payments, it kept it alive. And I'm like, the whole reason why I filed bankruptcy is to get this house off of me completely. So as long as any payment was being made, and the bank was like, well, as long as somebody pays it, we're going to accept it. Because I told the bank, stop accepting payments. Let this house go into foreclosure so I can be done. You can get your property back, you know, and I could be out of this, you know, situation, because I don't have any full control over it because I don't have the deed. So they reached out to the bank and tried to get the payments. And the bank was like, we can't give you any information. It's not her account, you know. So that's when they filed a complaint in October. But she served me at a house that I hadn't lived in 21 years. And I only stayed there for 2 months. So she served me at a house in Cleveland that I lived at for 2 months, 21 years ago. They were hoping for me to get default. If I get a default judgment, then they win, right? So they were hoping for that. They were hoping for somebody to sign it to make it a good service. And then they got 30 days to respond, or else I default.
But since you filed bankruptcy, that house should no longer be under you anymore.
I don't get the debt. They can't go after me for the money, but the account is still mine.
Okay.
Until they get that house back, the account is still mine. So when they call me, they say I don't owe any money because we realize you filed bankruptcy. So we're not asking you for any money, but we do want that house back because no payments. And then they offer me programs to say, well, you know, you can get back with us, and, you know, we'll put everything on the back end, and then you could just keep paying going forward. Well, I don't want that. I don't want nothing to do with this.
But since it's deeded to her,
it's deeded to her.
So she's considered the owner.
She owns the property. I own the account.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that account is the problem, because I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying for something that's not mine. And she's an able-bodied person who can pay this debt.
Okay.
She can pay this debt. If you Google her, they say she's worth $1.something million. She could have paid this. She paid this maybe from 2018 to 2023. She paid it on time. But mind you, the house has been since 2005. So from 2005 to 2006, she made 5 payments. 2006 to 2009, she probably made 1 or 2. Because 2009, it went into foreclosure for the first time. And they pay a little bit to kick it out, you know?
Yeah.
And then they pay a little bit to kick it out. And that's how she was doing this account. Because it's my credit, not hers. So she can screw me all the while. So that's why me and my dad ended up falling out completely, because of this house and her. because she wasn't responding, but he would. And I'm like, you need to get her to pay this bill because this was done between me and her. He didn't have nothing to do with it because me and him wasn't even talking at the time. But her and she came to me because she knew I wasn't going to do it for him anyway, you know. But it was her house in her name and she was in foreclosure. Sonya, can you get this house out of my name? I mean, can you save this house for me? And it's all on docket. All of it. All of it's in the court system. So it's what's so weird is on the complaint. I sent you the complaint, right?
I have the complaint. I have it.
Does she mention foreclosure, that her house is in foreclosure?
No,
She don't mention anything. You know what she mentioned?
About the money that you got.
She said, I enriched myself $250,000.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's all in the docket.
Yeah.
And I don't even know why they even lie like that. The mortgage that she had with Washington Mutual was $151,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then they put a lien on the house. I didn't know nothing about it for $106,000. So what am I getting out of the house if that's 106 plus 151? How much is that? 251. How much was the mortgage? $251,000. So how did I enrich myself? And she knows this, and it's all on the website. You can see it.
So why does she want what's the name? A gag order on this?
So it's not okay. So it's not her.
Who is that?
I don't know. I don't talk to her. I don't talk to her.
So why are they trying to keep it a secret now?
I don't know why they're trying to put a protective order on it. It's the bank. And I think it's for the documents because it's sensitive documents. Because what she's trying to do is her lawyer's trying to ask for account information so they can try to catch the house up. Because the house is an early stage of foreclosure, right?
But they still can't get the information unless they sue you. Okay, I got it.
Can't get it. And I told my bank yesterday, do not release anything. Let this go into foreclosure because if she wants the house, she was supposed to buy the house. Because everything that's owed is her. I've never taken a loan out on this house. I've never taken a mortgage. I never did anything with this loan. Everything on this loan is her. Is what she owes. She's been living in that house since 2000. So from 2000 to 2025, you've been living in that house. And for most of that time, you lived in it for free. You didn't pay any mortgage because the records are in the bank. I'm not paying it. And my credit shows it.
Except when she wants it out of the foreclosures, that's when she pays a little bit.
She pays just a little bit to keep it out of foreclosure. Just a little bit. Because remember, we pay things on time to keep our credit good and to, come down on the loan. But the loan's not in her name, so she don't really care. So it's like a scam in a sense because it's not in her name, but the property. So she's good. But if they foreclose on it, they're going to take it because that loan outweighs her ownership of the deed.
So how much is the house worth now?
They can get $800,000 for that house easily.
Okay, that's the purpose. Is what she's suing you for?
She's suing me for $120,000 because she's saying I enriched myself and that she's never missed a payment is what she's saying. But here's the funny part: how she's gonna have to prove that is because one, me and her don't talk. Me and her talk, like I said, maybe 3 or 4 times since I did this. Mm-hmm. She don't have any phone records of anything of me and her even communicating. So if you've been paying this, the bank would have the records and the money. Mm-hmm. And then if you're saying that you've been giving me the money, how have you been giving me the money? Because I don't live in Cleveland. So you would have to give it to me through the mail, which would be money order or a check. And all you got to do is show them.
Renee has a question. She said, doesn't she have the right to live there as your daddy's wife? She's not married to him. She never got married.
They were together 33 years and they was never married.
Are they considered, is that
my father's dead.
Is it considered a
no common law? No, it's not recognized. Okay. Common law, they're not recognized as common law.
She said whose name is on her name is on the mortgage.
I'm on the mortgage, she's on the deed. Yes, I'm on the mortgage, she's on the deed. Yeah. Don't do favors to people.
But the bank has a lien on it, so she can't do anything with it. And the lien basically is on you.
So what she can do is she can buy the house and pay that debt off because again, it's her debt, it's not mine. It's not
Oh,
my debt. It's her debt. It's not
maybe
I've never lived in that house.
maybe she tried to get that 100-something thousand from you so she could pay the lien that the bank put on the house.
The lien, the bank is owed right now over $300,000.
Oh, never mind.
So now think about that. So if she owes the bank 300 and something $1,000 right now, how many times have you actually paid the mortgage when the original mortgage was $251,000?
Yeah,
20 years ago. 20 years ago.
it should have been almost over with.
It should be paid. Should be paid in full right now.
Yeah.
It should be paid in full. But 5 years after I did the favor, she was supposed to come back and just buy the house back off of me so that the mortgage would be in her name. But she kept screwing her own credit up, because if you look under her name in the Cuyahoga County website, she got nothing but lawsuits, nothing but debtor, and she's the defendant in the lawsuit. So she's been pretty much screwing her credit where she's not even eligible to even buy the house. But she want to sue me. It's weird, and that's the effed up part about it, because one, I've done nothing to her but help her, because she really wanted this house and she wanted to save this house. All I asked was you to pay this on time. That's all I asked. Pay it on time. Don't mess my credit up. She never paid it on time. And then now you want to come back 20 years because, it's been lingering, because I've been locked in this situation, and sue me on a lie. On a lie. Instead, all she had to do all of this time was actually pay this debt. Even if she couldn't get it out of my name after the first 5 years, if she paid for it on time, right now she would owe this little bit or nothing. Whereas so she could have got a little stupid mortgage on this little house and got and be like, oh, it's only $20,000 owed. I get that low mortgage, or pull it out her 401k, or whatever. So that's all on her. She did this to herself.
Eve says if she has no claim, then there is nothing to worry about.
Ain't nobody worried. and there's too many witnesses, because everybody in the family knew about this. So it's not an isolated situation. Everyone in the family, and it's a big family, knows about this situation. It was never a secret, because when my father got sick with cancer, me and him was not speaking because of this house. And everyone kept calling like, your dad is dying. Your dad is dying. You need to call him. You need to talk to him. And I was like, I'm not talking to him. This house has screwed me for the last, and this was some years ago, 15 years at that time. I said, for 15 years, I've had fucked up credit because of this house. $300,000 has been weighing on my credit in the negative since 2006. I said, I have nothing to say, because for every first of the month.
I thought since you filed bankruptcy, it should not even be on there. Because
it's not on my credit no more.
Okay.
I filed bankruptcy after he died, not before he died.
Okay.
After he died, I filed it.
Mm-hmm.
Before he died, because I feel like they were in cahoots after a while with this, because even though she came to me, because they knew I wasn't going to do it for him.
Okay,
he got a record.
Let me explain. She says this is confusing as heck. Why does she owe the bank anything if the mortgage is in your name? The mortgage is in.
That's when people come in late on the conversation, because that's explained.
The deed is in.
The deed is in Ridgeway's name.
Yeah, Ridgeway.
The mortgage is in Durham's name.
Durham. But the thing is, because the bank can't go after Durham because of the bank.
They go after both of us. No, and when they foreclose on both of us, because the deed's in her name and the mortgage is in mine.
I'm saying, but ask the money, them coming for you for the money. They can't, because you have filed bankruptcy, so they can't come for you for the money.
They don't come
want the property. The bank wants the property back.
The bank wants the property now at this point. The bank wants the property back.
And she doesn't want to give the property away, so she's suing you for the money she think that you got, because
she don't think it. She know I didn't get no money from it, because when you got a HUD 1, the HUD 1 is the breakdown of what the seller gets and what the buyer has to pay. She has a HUD 1 that shows the breakdown of this whole deal. Remember, she sold the house to me. She didn't quit claim it to me. She sold it. It was a whole closing. It was an appraisal. It was all of this done to this house.
She wanted you to save the house.
Right. It was in foreclosure. It was on sheriff's list. If you look at the docket, it's listed for sheriff's sale. It was going for sheriff's sale. They took it off. I bought the house in October. They took it off in December off the sheriff's list.
I saw that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So no, she.
And the reason why I'm not showing the document is because her.
I mean, you can go online and see the documents.
Yeah, but I'm not going to show it on here because the lady's name is on there. I don't want nobody to say Sylvia said showed anything because I'm not good. But y'all can go on the website and look it up if y'all want to see the I can give y'all the case number.
Oh, you can just put the name in. My name. You put my name in, her name will pop up with it. So
y'all see her is Sonya Durham. Y'all see the whole case.
It's not under Waller.
Huh?
It's not under Waller.
No, it's under Durham.
My married name. I mean, my social is under both. But yeah. No. It's not a worry. It's just a extra slap in the face that when you look out and do favors for people, how they screw you over. That's what it is. It's insulting that this house that you refuse to leave. And I get it. You might have, it's a nice house, and it's worth a lot of money.
Can you send me a picture of the house?
I
know you showed me a picture of your old house.
1568 East 108th Street is the house.
Hold on, let me Google it and see what it looks like. Hold on.
1568.
1568.
Yeah, my birthday. 1568 East 108th Street, Cleveland, Ohio. Oh, it's a very nice house. They did a lot of work on it after they got this closing. So it's just weird how she put that in there and everything's on the docket. You have proof of everything, but people lie, and they want to call me the liar on based off of what,
The house, y'all. This is the house. It's all brick around, huh?
It's a brick house. Yep.
It's not bad.
Now go down the street. Keep going down the street so you see what type of neighborhood it's in. No, the other way. Go the other way. Other way.
I don't know how to go down the way. I don't know how to go.
You got to hit the arrows on the street. So it's by Case Western Reserve, which is a very popular college.
Police. Oh, this.
Okay.
Oh, it's a university there.
No, that's the VA. It's in University Circle. That's where it's at. It's in University Circle, but it's by the VA hospital, and all of the museums are right there. So that's why it's prime real estate, is what it is. Okay. That's the VA hospital back there, where you see that garage. That's the VA. Yeah, that's the VA hospital. But if you keep going down the street, you'll see the Botanical Gardens. You'll see the Auto Museum. You see all the museums. No, not that way. You're all in the alley.
I don't know where I'm going.
Anyway.
I don't know where I'm going. Oh, there we go.
Go back down that street, girl.
Okay, I'm going down the street. Okay.
All right, go down that street. Yeah, this is Cleveland.
Yeah, we're going down the street.
You're going to ride down that street, and then you're going to go to the left.
Left? Okay, keep going.
No, you went too far, I think. Turn.
Oh, Lord.
No, go back. You shouldn't have went that far.
Hold on, I got to turn around.
Yeah, you got to go down there. Down that street right there.
Down the street?
Oh, actually, no, keep going. Keep going down that street you were going down. Back it. Bust you. No, turn around.
Make a U-turn.
Make a U-turn. It's 2 blocks from the Botanical Gardens. No, go the other way. Yeah, right. Now keep going down there. Okay, that's construction. I don't live there, so it's been a minute since but go to the end of that street and then you'll see it. You'll see the what do you call it? The museums and everything.
Am I still going down the street?
Oh, I think you went the wrong way. Hold on.
You keep going.
Turn to the right. No. If you go to the right, you should be where the museums are.
All right, turn right.
I mean to the left. I'm sorry, go to the left. Go up a little to the right. Go right. You see it right there?
Oh, Cleveland history. Okay.
Right. You got all the museums and everything is right there.
Auto Aviation Museum. Okay.
Right. So all the museums, Botanical Garden, all of that stuff is right there. Cleveland Clinic is not too far from there, but it's in a very nice location in Cleveland.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So yeah. So the house is 5 bedrooms, I think 4. I don't know. It's been a minute since I've been in the house. So yeah, I'm saying. But yeah.
Somebody said, well, she filed bankruptcy. Somebody said, question, the 14 property that you walked away from, did they go against your credit? They
Back
didn't.
then, but now they've been off my credit. That's 7 years, everything falls off. So all of that's off my credit. Only thing that's on my credit now is nothing. But before I filed bankruptcy, it was just this house. Everything else.
Salty wants to ask a question. She said, I just want to know if you purchased those homes while you were working for
I wasn't working as an attorney.
Okay, she was not working for
Attorney who got disbarred. Who's the attorney that got disbarred? I worked for an attorney in Florida that got disbarred, but not in Cleveland.
Is that your picture on there? Her page? Is that you?
What page you looking at?
Salty Buzzer. Is that your face or is that her face? Is that you? Or is that her face? Oh.
That's her face. That's not me. You so silly. Oh, you think that's me?
No, I don't know. It kind of resembles you a little bit.
Our glasses ain't seeing. No, that's not me.
Okay.
Whenever they clown me, when I'm like that one girl had her page named Sonya's Edges, and I thought that was kind of retarded, but okay. They usually don't put pictures up. They just, they used to just mimic, talk about my name in a sense or whatever, but it's all good. But yeah. So no, this isn't stressful at all because like I said, there's witnesses to all of this. I got bank statements that show what I was making, during that time and everything. I showed you the bank statements, right?
Yeah, I saw the bank. I'm not going to go showing these people your bank statement because then they're going to be like, that's fake bank statement.
Everything's fake, right? Everything's fake. And
she was banking. That's all there is to it. That woman was banking.
Yeah, so it's crazy, but yeah.
But so now, what happens now? Do you have to respond to that?
We got a conference on Monday. We got a case management conference on Monday.
Okay,
at
so
10 o'clock.
What do you expect to happen with that?
When the mother-in-law made payments, how did she make the payments? She made them straight to the bank. She had the account number, so she was able to send it in to the bank.
Yeah, anybody could pay your payment. They just can't get information.
She had the account. She's always had the account number because she's always made the payment. So that she's always had. It was just she never.
They're gonna bring Nesto in. Oh, y'all, we talking about her stuff. Why y'all stuck on this Nesto stuff? Lord have mercy.
He's fine.
House that you're gonna pay off to help Nesto make bond.
Nesto don't need bond. Nesto good.
They're not doing the bond thing.
Nesto good.
Y'all, they love talking about Nesto with you. They love talking about Nesto. Oh, can you say something about the whole subpoena thing, or you don't want to say nothing about that?
The subpoena's over with.
Yeah, because I try to tell them, but people don't believe me.
They just wanted some documents. That's all it was. But that was the only way they could get it from me. They couldn't call me and say, "Hey, Sonya, can you give us da-da-da-da?" So it's a procedure, and so that's how they had to do it through that procedure.
Okay, so do you have to go to the grand jury? They don't know the date.
No.
Okay, so because they said I was a liar, that there was no Zoom call, or could you please explain to them that
I don't have to go to court? There was a Zoom call.
Okay.
And I don't have to go to court.
All right, thank you. Because they were calling me a liar because they said
that's because they made I didn't see it, but you told me that P Esquire and that dude did that video all on the subpoena and made such a big thing about it. They fed into that. Like these people actually have inside information when they don't. It's all speculation. They don't have any information other than what's being filed. That's all they can see. But to say specific evidence and all that other stuff, these people are not privy to any of that because they're not in the loop. So everything that they're saying for the most part is a guess. And they're going to always guess negative because that keeps the story alive, keep the people hooked, by making it sound like this and she about to catch a case and he about to catch another case. And that's not even what it is at all.
And his trial, his stuff doesn't start until June. Right now, everything they're doing is just cleaning up stuff. I mean, I'm just going to put it in my own words. I'm not.
It's just preparing, just if we go to trial. That's all it is.
Yeah. And from when I talked to someone, they said he's doing pretty good. The case is going pretty well. That's what I was told recently when I had a conversation with an attorney.
It's what's so weird is everybody that's in jail is in jail on accusation, and without proof, it's just an accusation. And no one on all of these channels that keep trying to say he did it came up with any proof. So I don't understand why you would assume he's guilty if you have no proof. The smartest thing to do is to sit back and say, let's see what happens in court. And let's see what facts they bring out to prove what they said, just like how YSL went and they charged that man. But every time you went to court, how much proof did they bring to those charges?
They didn't bring any.
They didn't bring anything.
This is how you can tell how a case is going. The more they keep asking for time, trying to prolong things, because they're trying to build cases while they're trying to, and people don't understand. I don't have to be an attorney to know that certain cases just garbage because of what is going on. They're so scared about those things being thrown out that they're trying to find stuff to help mix the pot better. You get what I'm saying? I know I'm what I'm saying is, if you have a concrete case, you would be ready to go to court and be ready to fight your case. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so let's go back to the beginning of it. A lot of this, before you even get to that, is the police. And how well do you trust the police that they actually arrest people that are actually guilty? Once it gets to the DA's office, they're just trying to run with whatever the police gave them and try to make that match and give them a guilty verdict, because their whole thing is we want to win. But it goes back to, what did the police do? So it started with the police. Roswell police does not have the best reputation of honesty. If you go to YouTube, there's a whole channel about Roswell police and how they move and operate and stuff. And then you saw when we went to court how she performed on the stand and how they got the dog involved. And it wasn't even a drug case, nor was there any smell of it or any of that. But they went and was talking and got a drug dog. Like, that's Roswell police. So that's the gist of it. When you go back to where it starts, you always got to go back to the beginning of how did all of this come about,
Mm-hmm.
So
GA has a comment for you. The reason I'm answering GA, she's been very, very cordial. She has not been disrespectful. So she has a question. She says, on one of the calls with Nesto, you said you were selling the house to pay for his bond. What happened?
I didn't do anything.
She didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Jasmine Dixon said, who is she? You all. This is Sonya.
Nobody. I'm nobody.
No, hey, you are somebody. You famous on the YouTube world.
Mm-hmm. I'm nobody. I'm Ponytail.
Your Ponytail.
I'm Ponytail.
Law is accused, doesn't get.
I'm Ponytail. Yeah, I'm nobody. I'm nobody, girl. But yeah, it is what it is. Nesto left a trial text message first promising to pay a lady back. What did she talk about? She took her off.
Here's the deal. Let me explain something. A lot of stuff that I'm gonna tell you the facts. You were running your mouth a lot on those calls. I'm just gonna tell you the truth.
Yeah, because this is how we looked at everything when we were talking before YouTube. Because most of that stuff was before YouTube got a hold to it and started running crap with it. As long as we're not talking about his case and anything that has direct information to his case, meaning his relationships with the girls and we don't talk about. But we could talk about anything else because we've never had an illegal conversation. So we're not talking criminal. So we're not worried about, we can catch a case behind that, or you can catch a case behind that, because the DA is only going to play in court what supports the charges. So me talking about a house and me talking about this, we're not thinking the DA's even like, okay, whatever. But this is before YouTube. Because remember, YouTube didn't start playing it till July of 23. And that's when they start playing everything.
Somebody said, this person said, girl, you gave up the evidence. Your name is in the document. I saw you a month ago at the Speedway playing lottery. Go and sit down. Okay, now, Rising,
You saw me at the Speedway playing lottery. First of all, I got an electric car. I don't be at the gas station. And I don't even know where a Speedway is. What Speedway she talking about?
I don't know. Is she talking about me?
And if you play the lottery, well, who cares? I play the lottery once a month. I do play the lottery once a month. So what?
You can comment, but don't be disrespectful. You got to learn and stop being so disrespectful as adults. If you can't be
talking about calling people, you already know.
Respectful, you're gonna get blocked. So I would advise you keep the comments nice, keep it cool, because you're gonna get blocked. You can't be disrespectful to people because you got to act like adults.
Sonya still lying after all this time. We have saw the videos.
Y'all still can't believe anything. You know what? Y'all stop blocking them because I'm getting tired of them now. Block them. Block them.
They'll be all right.
Just block them, y'all.
We've seen the videos.
So yes, I do have court on Monday. I have court on Monday.
Me too. Sister wife.
Sister wife.
Well, it's not court. It's just a case management conference. That's all it is.
I do have court on Monday. Who was the church lady? I'm the church lady. I'm the Bible lady and the church lady. That's me. That's my name. I'm the Bible lady and the church lady. Yes, that's me.
Church lady, Bible lady.
Sylvia. Church lady and Bible lady.
It's the only person we could talk about without y'all running with it and making us think about everything. But again, they turned this into reality TV, which is not. It's real life. There's no, and for them to sit there and take somebody's life and run with it and make it entertaining for people is kind of foul and effed up. But these people believe everything that come out of those bloggers' mouth like it's truth, and it's not. It's gossip. They're there for the sole purpose to gossip, not spread real information. They only say everything, and they've never put two and two together. These people get on there and say nothing positive or anything neutral. Everything they say is negative. Ooh, what was she wearing? Ooh, her hair. Ooh, this. Ooh, he did it. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? Everything they say is negative. And they run with it. So everything about me is negative. I'm lying just because I never told, I didn't admit to having, with him, which is really none of nobody's business. And then from there on, everything's a lie. Except for when I talk about you, that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? But everything else I say in the world is a lie. You can't believe that. And there's proof to everything, but they're not going to show you proof because it kills the narrative. And the narrative is for me to be a big liar because that's juicy, and for him to be guilty. Because it would be boring if I told the truth and this is this, and look, he may not be guilty of this at all. That's boring. So to keep those checks coming, they're gonna keep spreading and saying all kind of crazy out their mouth.
Okay, so a lady 747 said, who sounds negative now? Sonya has stated many times she does not like Black people. Some Black people I don't like either. That's the facts, y'all.
I don't like most Black people. Sorry, I don't.
The truth on that too.
I mean, you show me, you show me where y'all positive out here. You know what I'm saying? Prove me wrong.
I agree with that. I don't
Prove
like
me wrong. I'm in court because of a Black person. And who I deal with, all my woes have been with Black people. So I haven't had an issue with a white person to this day. Not one white person's ever gave me grief, disrespect. When I go to the stores out here, Black people give me attitude. Black people give me. It's never a white person. It's always a Black person that I have an issue with. And I'm coming with a smile and, hey, hi. And it's that. Like, what is that? You don't even know me.
But my thing is, they throwing us off on our conversation. Hold on.
That's crazy.
Respectively, if any of this embarrassment to you for your daughter, I know mine would probably be angry with me referring to in which way you are. Huh?
That's not my real mother.
I'm confused. Okay.
She's saying embarrassing to her daughter.
Yeah, they're being deleted left and right. Yes, they are.
Oh, are they that bad tonight? What? Negativity. Exactly. That's what they do. They got to start listening to old music where you can find some love and some positivity. Because all this new music is hate. and it's getting in their heads. And then they watch all of these bloggers with their hate. And so they become hateful, and you got a problem with them. And it's like, ooh, why don't you like black people? I don't know.
Hey,
Name me 5 positive things. You might be rambling.
Sonya, Cupcake has a question for you.
Is it nice?
It's a nice question, but it's funny. Cupcake says, "Do you think you and Nesto will live happily ever after?"
Me and Nesto will always be friends.
Okay,
That's all I can say.
The text.
That's all I can say. And for them to make more of it is because when before he got arrested, we were just friends. And that's where we were when he got arrested. We were just friends. So you can't let a tragic situation throw you in a relationship, because it's not authentic. It's not, so that's why I leave it at we're just friends, because we're just friends. That's it.
GA, like, comment. We're not talking anything about the case at all. So that question is not going to be answered. Sorry. Some black people don't like each. Do you tell the truth?
I mean,
here to answer.
How negative are they? That's what I deal with, and that's where I get all the hate and all the issues come from.
Hold on, Chris. So she's not here to answer any question having to do with anything having to do with Nesto. We're sitting here talking about the situation with her her legal case. So
the baby is a foster child. That's what she is. She's not related at all. She's a foster child. Her mother didn't.
Do you date other races? She wants to know.
My last 3 boyfriends were white.
Oh, she dated all other races. So
my last 3 boyfriends were white. Well, not the last one was black. The little young one I had was black. But the 3 boyfriends before him were white.
She said, I'm asking people who want to know respectively. No, you are being respectful. It's just that we're not answering anything having to do with Nesto's case at all. No, we're not. I was asking your daughter, embarrassed Sonya, in regards to how the world views you.
No, not at all. Why would she be embarrassed? There's no truth to it.
No one has answered my question about Nesto throwing. We're not talking about Nesto. We're not talking about Nesto. Could we please stick away from the Nesto questions? Too many Wendy Williams wannabes and not enough Oprahs. Okay.
So why did you break up with the last 3 boyfriends, with the white boyfriends? There's various reasons. I mean, we're still friends. We still talk. I still talk to them every day.
Guys, can we stop with the Nesto questions? We're not doing the Nesto questions, y'all. Those are open case. I'm not doing Nesto question at all, y'all.
They don't talk about the court case.
Come on now. We're talking stuff.
We already explained the subpoena, and the subpoena is over with. It was just to get information. That's all it was that I might have. Other than that, I didn't have anything. So
the Nesto case is in the court system. You guys follow the case when the case come up. Other than that, we're not doing.
It's kind of hard too, only because the bloggers that talk about the case aren't being honest. That's the thing too. So you just gotta watch when they go to court, and when they play the court hearing, just watch it for yourself, and just watch it without listening to the blogger, and give your own understanding of what you saw and what you heard. Don't let the blogger dictate what's going on.
Jet Black has a personal question. Do you feel guilty knowingly sleeping with a married man? She did not know he was a married man. Remember, she said that. So she didn't know.
Well, so why do they keep riding that like that? Like, get over that.
They're not listening. They're not listening. All right, Sonya, you talk about people on YouTube channel. You also tried to get one and had a GoFundMe.
You're talking about 2 years ago? Because that was GoFundMe. It was 2 years ago. And he asked me to start that. And somebody else, some listeners said to do it because they wanted to donate. And they wanted to donate to that. But then they took it down. So it was some donations on there. And it wasn't my idea. So
can I ask y'all a question, those that are asking all these questions about Sonya? What is it that fascinates you so much that you guys are all digging into her life? What is it a fascination about her? She's not the first one in life has ever slept with a married man. And I guarantee you there's some of these people in here have slept with a married man or a married woman before. So
was married when that happened.
no, I'm just saying. So why is it that she is the one that you guys are focusing on?
And he told me him and his business partner had a wedding. He didn't tell me he was married.
Okay, Krista said, if all the questions are about Nesto, then obviously that's what people care about. I'm going on what I've seen here. Well, I'm gonna not answer these questions if they continue to be about Nesto, because this is the title has to do with legal shocker with Sonya, not Nesto. That's what the title said. To be fair, the bloggers are reacting to the words that came out of Sonya's mouth. Okay.
Are they reacting or are they twisting?
The capture, if y'all read, does not mention Nesto. No, it does not. My capture doesn't say nothing about Nesto.
They don't say Nesto and they don't say ponytail.
All she talk about job. You guys are so like wonderful. This should have been members only live. No, Jay, no, it shouldn't have been the members only, because folks are eager to drag black women. Ooh, child, Renette, Lord have mercy. And then they're gonna talk about we're here for the black women. We're here to protect.
No, they're not.
Women. They're not here to protect black women. Come on now.
So all this hate I get, and you know what they say? They say they hate me because I slept with a married man.
Hello? Hey, hon. Talk to the people, Sonya. My brother's on the phone.
What? Okay. Even the questions that are not about him are being deleted. Oh, that's because they're mean questions. That's when they delete them. They delete the mean things. So you got to be respectful and not talk about Nesto, which is hard. You're right, Sylvia. With what you said, Sonya not being the first black woman. You deleted that. I couldn't see it. Anyway, must have been mean at the end. Yeah, they don't the caption reads, not to mention that. But that's all. I don't know what else to say. If you wouldn't say it in church, don't say it here. I got a dirty mouth. I'm asking if you, Sonya, saw the video with Nesto and Erica wearing a mask pretending to be attorney in court. No, I didn't see that video. That's fine. That's not about court. That's just asking. But no, I did not see that video at all. Silly, but you didn't react to the video. Sylvia, you did a reaction video, and that's what was the other bloggers doing. So why is that so wrong?
So what? When was the last time I did a reaction video?
I think I did Tasha K.
Get out the past, okay? That was years ago. That was about almost 2 years ago. Get out the past.
That was 2 years. That was November 23. We're into 25.
Move forward, y'all. Move forward. Let's not get in the past. Come to affirmations and prayer. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, and I finally saw that video because I was looking for it, but because people kept saying stuff, but then you can't listen to. It's hard. People love to go straight to the comments, but they feel like the comments be like the juicy juice. But a lot of comments just be negative, and just to keep the energy going from what that blogger is talking about. That's why it's important. And I always tell you, never read the comments when people do videos about you. Never ever read the comments.
Hey, Mom. It said Mom is enjoying us. Somebody's mom is watching us and she's enjoying us. Hey, Mom in Chicago.
Oops.
Look, stop
and
cussing.
You lied to us.
Sonya, stop cussing because Mom is watching you, okay? Stop cussing.
Stop repeating the same comments. We're gonna keep getting deleted.
Keep it clean now, Sonya.
Those videos show a lot about her character that she thought the world would never see. Who is she talking about?
I don't know.
She's talking about Erica?
Probably you. I don't know. I like the response of
the thing with that is when I'm talking to Nesto, I'm talking to Nesto. I'm not talking to you two. But because YouTube plays the video, y'all keep acting like it's a conversation between me, him, and y'all. So you always want to make a comment about, oh, how she's talking or how she's this. But it's a private conversation. The only person supposed to be on that call is me, him, and the DA. Not me, him, and YouTube and the DA. We understand the DAs on our conversations, but they don't care about anything unless it's about the case or something they could charge him for. So it doesn't matter what we talk about as long as it's a legal conversation. Y'all are all on the phone call with us trying to pick it apart and find something wrong with it or find something wrong with me because y'all are such positive Black people. And it's a private conversation between me and him, and the only person that's supposed to be on it is the DA. That's it. That's understood. So when y'all listen to those conversations, just listen to it because you're nosy and leave it at that. You're not even supposed to be in the conversation. It's not about you. It's not for you. It's me talking to somebody in jail, trying to get their mind off of being in jail. So I'm talking about any and everything to just keep his mind going. So he's not depressed. So he's not sad. And sometimes I talk about stupid shit. Sorry. And sometimes I
Mom
don't
is
talk about
looking
stupid
at
stuff.
you.
It's just
Mom,
what it is. She grown. Anyway.
Ma'am, Mom is looking at you, so you need to stop that bad.
I talk about any and everything to keep him going, and that's the gist of it. And for y'all to sit there and try to pick it apart and analyze it and make it and ooh, she's this and this and that and other. And these people are 35 and older that's doing this. That's sad. That is sad Black grown people behavior that y'all do stuff like that. But apparently nothing's on TV. Y'all don't have no life outside of picking up the phone or picking up the and watching and seeing what Nesto and Sonya talked about today. Oh, what did Sonya and Nesto, what did they talk about at the visit? Oh, what did she text him? That is so retarded that people every day.
Don't say that word. That's not politically correct.
That is so less than intelligent that people wake up and look for the next phone call or the next visit just to be like, and then to talk ish on it. That's crazy. But that's the new behavior of what these grown people are doing today. And I find that so weird. It's so weird. It's so weird. And that's just, you know, I like your attitude. It's refreshing. Thank you, darling. Thank you, Clifton.
You know what, Tina?
You know, because they'll bully you. They love to bully and talk ish.
Tina, listen, Tina, you're about to get blocked because one more.
And this old lady, how old you? Damn near 60 all day long, boo. Still getting carded.
You're about to get blocked, Tina. You're harassing her for real.
It's weird, right? If you're on here and you don't like me, get off. I never go to places where I don't watch none of those bloggers because I don't like any of them because all they do is talk negative. So I never go on their channels and look at anything that they do because I don't like them. Why would you go to a channel that you know you don't like the person, but you want to be all in the business and be all? That's weird behavior. Who does that? Why would you do that? Go turn to a channel in which you like everybody involved and watch that. Yes, you got something wrong with your life where you need to just
I kind of like GA because GA is very respectful. GA just asked, without talking about the case, with the recent information that Hoover brought out, are you still comfortable having a romantic relationship? Oh, Lord.
Where do you see my relationship being romantic?
GA, I was rooting for you. You just went and threw me off with that question.
My relationship with Nesto is not romantic. I love him. I miss him. I say that all the time. I say the things that you would say mostly to a child. I love you. I miss you. How are you doing? How are you feeling? I keep his spirits up and I make sure that he knows I'm going to see him through this. So whatever encouragement and positive conversation he needs to hear, I will give it to him so that he has hope.
Krista says, it's not that serious, Sonya. We have homes, money in the bank, families. It's not different than watching TV.
She might not be on here like some of these other people.
It's a different because you guys are tearing down individuals' character. Y'all, I mean, if
not everybody, some of the people, half of the people.
Not everybody. So not everybody. So, suppose somebody was very suicidal. some of the stuff that is being said on there is mean. It's nasty. It's not building anybody. It's tearing a person down. And that's not cool. That's not cool at all.
Sylvia, that's on everybody. If you go on Instagram and look at any Black story and you go to the bottom, it's all negative comments. Black people do not, and I say it because I deal with Black people, and I look at the white channels and I look at what the white people are saying. Nothing like what the Black people are saying. The Black people are so negative, so like, and that's not just this story. That's go and look at anything. It's all negativity. It's just the community. It's what it is. They're very negative. They're very judgmental. They love name calling, and they're happy once they see a downfall of anybody. They're only going to speak negativity. You have a handful of them that's going to be positive. Because I get a lot of people that are positive, and I'm praying for you, Sonya. Tell Nesto hi, and we love you guys. I get a lot of that. But those people on those other channels delete that stuff because they don't want that to be the narrative. They want anything negative to stay on their channel, and anything positive, they delete it because that's not the energy they want. They want negativity.
She said, don't watch it, but y'all coming into not you, Crystal, I'm not talking about you, but they coming into my thing right now and saying some nasty stuff. So they came in here calling her liars. Come on now. They came in here. We're not watching out there. They coming in here.
Well, that's because, remember, that's what the bloggers say every time they talk about me. They always try to make sure they say liar, liar, liar. They've been saying it for almost 2 years. So it's embedded in a lot of people's head. So they run it with what they've been trained to think. And it's all from the bloggers. Because if you just listen to the call and not listen to the bloggers, you'll be like, oh, okay.
You say you ain't popping if you no hate. If you don't have any hater, you ain't popping.
I'm popping. Right. If ain't nobody hating, it's exhausting, but I don't watch the stuff. So I don't, unless Sylvia call me with some darkened news.
I try not to bring the dark news because
I'd be like, please stop watching that stuff. Okay. Because I don't think about it and I don't watch it.
Sonya, why they doing this to me? Why are they talking about me?
Yeah, right. Because it brings the views, because it's a lot of Black folks that love to watch people talk ish on other people. They live for it. So it's a sport. It's the Black sport right now, is what they do. And it is Black people, because I go on them white channels.
Hold on. Salty said, this is the only channel I've seen who deletes comments and questions. Yes, it is.
Well, negative. She deletes negativity. That's all. The other channels promote negativity.
That does that. Welcome, but Salty Buzzard.
Right. You gotta stay neutral and you gotta stay positive. I'm gonna
continue to do it. I am gonna continue to. If I don't like something if it doesn't feel good, I'm gonna have it deleted, because I have to control my environment. If it's negativity, it's not feeling good to me, and I want to feel good. Okay?
That's church, lady.
That's right. I gotta feel good. Okay, I gotta take care of me.
If you are about the church, you're supposed to be about love.
Yes. So if you come in here, you want to start throwing nasty stuff. Yes, I'm gonna continue to delete it. I'm not like every other channel. I'm Sylvia.
Do I think Cupcake says? Did you read Cupcake? Would Nesto ride or die for me? If I was up in the clinker.
It's fair to play victim in situation you create.
Who's a victim?
I don't know what they talking about. No victim.
Who's a victim?
It ain't no victim. I'm just deleting stuff I don't like. That's it. I'm not playing.
What person said that? I don't see it.
It's right there. See, I don't know. They're probably on the other channel. I don't like it. I'm deleting. That's it. Period.
I see it. Is it fair to play victim in a situation that you created? Oh. A situation that I created. How did I create it? If you go back to that video, I think I sent it to you, the visit that we had. Me and Nesto had a visit, and this is before my name got on YouTube and my face got on YouTube. And he kept asking me, did I want to come all the way out? And because I was talking about, they don't know my last name, they just know Sonya. They don't know what I look like. They just know the girl name is Sonya because they thought it was Erica. For so long, when the prosecutor said he had a girlfriend in Florida, which was a lie, they thought it was Erica, right? And they never talked bad about Erica, not one time. They never said anything negative about Erica. And they thought Erica for 4 months was the girlfriend until they came out in July and said, okay, her name is Sonya. Her name is Sonya. I took every social media I had down. So it's not a situation that I brought out here, period. I got drugged out here because that girl put my family business, my whole record, everything on YouTube in November of 2023.
Hold on,
She put me out there.
I'm sorry, let me go ask. Stay Strong says, Sylvia, you asked why are we interested in Sonya? I asked that? Oh, I must have not thought of my question. But no one can answer without being deleted. It's a shame because I like your channel. But listen, Stay Strong. Did you say a negative question? Did you ask a negative question?
Let the questions stay up there. We just won't read them. Let the questions just stay up there. Unless it's real nasty. Because some of them are just a slight.
Listen, okay, Maz, this will be a little cooler. Okay.
If it don't say liar and name calling on it, let them ask.
If there's no name calling, don't delete. If there's not nastiness,
now, if
anybody say anything about me, delete. I don't care what they say. Because I don't want nobody talking bad about me. Period. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not that sensitive about. I don't really care. Name calling, no, because one, y'all keep calling me a liar, and I keep saying what I lie about, and they try to go all the way back to 2.5 years ago. You said you didn't sleep with him. Well, it's none of your business if I slept with the dude or not. And then they go to he was married. Not when I did what I did. He wasn't married. He was married when I found out, and during that time he wasn't married. So y'all can keep harping on that, but he wasn't married.
Darcy,
in my mind.
I know a case that has a blocker making it messy, and they are white folks. We are in the world
class where I get messy in social media. It is interesting to watch them flow. Yes. If you go over to a white channel, you go to people or any one of them, when they talk about any white person, go look at the comments, and it's just nothing like going to a black channel and looking at the comments. It's night and day. Night and day. So it's not just us, Sylvia. It's anything black. They just talk negative. That's just where we at.
Somebody said, can you please tell us what's positive about this situation? What situation?
What's positive about this situation? What's negative about the situation? It's just an accusation.
Did he ever try to?
They never talked this bad about YSL.
They don't.
Exactly. The whole group. And these are people that support. They talking about, murder, and they didn't talk bad about none of them. They were supposed to have murdered somebody. You can't come back from that.
It's odd. Everyone else Nesto dealt with said the first thing he did was brag about being Shirley Strawberry's his SN.
I don't know what an SN is.
Oh, why we still talk about Nesto, y'all? Why we still talk about Nesto?
Nesto is very interesting. They can talk about Nesto so long as it's not court.
I don't want
to talk about Nesto so long as it's not court, and long as it's not negative.
Well, I don't
do not sit here and say he did it when y'all don't have any proof. Now, if you could sit here and show proof that he did something, that's fine.
I'm gonna stay quiet because I don't want to talk about Nesto. She want to talk about Nesto. Y'all go.
I mean, it's not too much to talk about because everything is on the phone calls. It's self-explanatory. Sit there and listen to the call like y'all always do because for some reason it's interesting. I don't even listen to the calls. And that's that. It's a phone call with a person in jail, and that's me trying to keep him going and keep him, whatever, because he's in 4 walls with no life. And he's been there almost 3 years. And the only person that's going to really understand it is a person who's in jail or dealt with somebody in jail. If you've never had a loved one in jail or been in jail, then you don't have any understanding to it at all. What they go through, how hard it is, the mental of it. Somebody that's looking at the rest of his life in jail. And the bad part is, it doesn't even matter if you're innocent because it's a lot of innocent people in jail. So being innocent is not I got nothing to worry about because I didn't do it. No, if that was the case, then we wouldn't worry about it because I'm innocent. I'm good. But when
Is she stuck? What are you doing? Are you stuck?
My granddaughter.
Telephone number 4.
Yes.
Sonya's not interesting outside of Nesto, just be honest. Exactly, because that's all y'all know me from is just the Nesto story. So everything about me is going to relate right to him. And I get that. I get that. But as long as it's in a positive or a neutral conversation, there's no issue with that. It's when you get negative and nasty about it and oh, that's that and the other. That's the problem. Just talking about Nesto is not an issue. Yes, it's not an issue. It's when you sit there and condemn him and there's no evidence of that or assume something. That's the problem. When you talk about Nesto, can't too much talk about the court. He said he's not guilty, and leave it at that. You know, and until proof of guilt come out, everybody should just wait and see when the facts come, like you're supposed to do in anybody's case. Wait till the facts come out, and then ride off the facts. If this is what they say, let's wait and see what happens in court.
Brittany asked, "Why are you? Do you believe him and not the victims?" That's what she said. Why you believe the victims are lying?
Because I know certain things about the case and certain things that that shows one, there was no way he could have did it. And like I told you, that's going into the case. But it's a lot of stuff that shows he didn't do it. Because if I felt he did it at this point, and I've seen a lot of stuff, and if he did do it too, why would he send me to go get certain things? If he did it, he would just be like, I ain't do it, and leave it at that. He wouldn't say, Sonya, I need you to go over here and get this. So I need you to go over there and get that. I need you to get this, that, and the other, because that's going to show this, because this, that, and the other. So if he did it, he would have just left it at I didn't do it, Sonya, just to keep me around instead of having me go get certain things that prove, oh, yeah, he didn't do that. Oh, couldn't have did that. No, he didn't do that either. So that's mainly what it is. And they love to say, and then too, in this era, and in most cases, not knocking them specifically, you have to look at, and this is what I do with all cases. Whenever I hear a woman say a man did something, because a lot of times they lie when there's somebody they deal with. I always look at it as she could be lying and she could be telling the truth. I don't be quick to believe any female because too many of them lie when it comes to dealing with somebody. They lie to the police a lot. So unless I see evidence, I always say, I got to see what they're talking about. I don't know them, so I don't know them to say if they're telling the truth or not. I don't know nothing about these women. I don't know them. He's never ever spoke to me about any of them before he went to jail. So I can't say that I know them to be a liar because I know them because I don't know them. The only thing I can say is I know from history, a lot of women do exaggerate and tell lies when they fall out with men that they're dealing with. And I know him. So I can only go by what I know about him. That's all I can go by. And I know at the time that they try to say all of this, that, and the other, they accused him of the whole credit thing. When I met him, he didn't ask me anything about my credit. When I met him, he didn't ask me about my job. When I met him, he didn't ask me how much money did I make, any of that stuff. So if all of this is what they're trying to say, this is what he do, why didn't he do it with me? I had 2 brand new cars. I was living in an expensive apartment in Buckhead when I met him. I was making over $10,000 a month. So if that was the case, why didn't he try me? He didn't never try me. Where you at, boo-boo?
By the door.
Which door? The garage door? Okay, hold on. Let me, Sylvia. Okay, here I come. Let me get the door real quick. I gotta grab her real quick.
Well, I'm gonna drop her down for a minute till her granddaughter comes up. Why you asking her about question? What about the bigamy? Why you asking a question about stuff like that? Why? How would she know about the bigamy? Did she the one marry him? You guys are funny. You guys are funny. You guys are funny. Funny, funny, funny. What do you think of the bigamy? Is it okay? What? I'm not gonna even answer that stupid question because come on now. Don't even come in. Don't come for me now. Don't come for me with these questions. Don't come for me. I'm telling y'all. You want to get blocked? Start asking me stupid questions because these are not my questions. Don't ask me stupid questions, okay? Because I'm not the one. I'm not the one for these stupid questions. Because these are stupid questions to me. That was a respectful question. That wasn't a question for me because I don't know nothing about bigamy because I'm not a bigamist. So don't ask me those stupid questions.
You silly. The state provided a marriage license showing the overlap. Okay, he was under the impression he was in jail. It was if you looked at that video that girl did, he was in jail when that lady was supposed to file that divorce. So he was under the impression that they were divorced. He didn't know if that is the case that they were still married. He didn't know that. There's a phone call from September 25th when it aired, when that lady put that on there, and I called him and I told him they're on here talking about you were married to two women. And he was like, what? And then he calls his daughter, and the daughter says, no, that's not true. And that's a September 25th phone call. Remember I told you with him and the girl, him and his daughter of the wife sat on the phone, and he was like, Mom didn't do that. Da, 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 da. So that's on the phone call. He didn't know. So if he was technically, he didn't have knowledge of it. That's what he said. I don't know. I wasn't around. I ain't got nothing to do with it. That's all. Weird and nosy. That was very second question. You're right. Which lady? Because it was three that he was married to at the same time. I don't know. I don't. I think it's the first one. No, not the first one. The last daughters. The last daughters. The last daughter's mother. That's the one. That's the one. Not the first one. Right. Please stop, Sonya. A grown man knows if he's divorced and finalized or not. Mm.
Now
So,
this
let me
question
tell you about my divorce. I didn't do anything with my divorce.
Hold on a second. Why would you ask her about a colostomy bag? Come on, that's disrespectful.
Who has a colostomy bag?
I'm getting her out of here because that's a stupid.
Who has a colostomy bag?
I'm getting her out of here. I don't care about who this is. We need to get this. That's a stupid
She said,
question.
Sonya, please stop. A grown man knows if he's divorced, finalized or not. So, okay, so when my divorce got finalized, I didn't know for a long time because I didn't handle my divorce. I had my husband at the time. I told him to do it because I knew I wasn't getting remarried. So I was like, do it when you feel like doing it and let me know when it's over with because we had no property together because we were only together for 4 months. And so when I got my notice in the mail. And then he called me and told me, it was finalized or whatever. But if he was in jail, it's supposed to happen in 2003, I believe. He was in jail for 2008. So when he got out of jail, he's thinking, and this is me, assuming if this happened in 2003, it's handled. You know what I'm saying? So some people are very responsible and they go back and double check and da 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 da. And then some people just like, I just trust that she did it. I was in jail 5 years after the fact, or 4 years after the fact. So I really don't, I don't know. I can't speak on that because me and him have never had a conversation about the specifics of his divorces. He just was under the impression from what our conversation was that he was divorced. So that's all. And you can shake your head, girl. You know what I'm saying? Have you heard from Dre? Is Dre okay? He talked to Dre. He said Dre is fine. I don't talk to Dre. I don't talk to anybody in his family. What's your plan if he's found guilty? If he's found guilty, that would be a stretch. Again, from what I know, if he's found guilty, that will be a stretch. Because I haven't seen anything that says guilty. But if he's guilty, I mean, if you got to go to jail, you got to go to jail. That's what it is. You were only married a few months. He's been married 7 times. It's not the same. We're talking about divorce. A divorce is a divorce. It's not about how long he was married. A divorce is a divorce. If he knew, if he handled it, then he would know. If he didn't handle it, then he wouldn't know. He would have to go back and verify and make sure going forward that everything was done. Maybe the girl was very responsible and he trusted her. I don't know. We don't know. But you're speaking on it though, because you asked a question. I'm saying that this is all speculation. I don't know. Everything that you're asking me, if I know, it's from a phone conversation. All our phone conversations have been put, for the most part, not all of them. I would say half of them have been put online. So that's that. That girl needs to go because she's just. Have you found an RV I like? Yeah, I did. It's $194,000. And they keep calling me every day. And I don't know if I'm ready for it because I still have some months on this lease. But I did find an RV that I really like. Are you hot flashing?
No, I got a sweat thing on. It's a sweat.
Oh, you back on the weight loss thing?
Yeah. See,
I need the weight gain.
Look, I'm on the weight loss thing. I got some things going on.
I need to gain. You need to lose. Oh my God, I'm tired of being skinny.
I need to lose. I want to lose.
Well, for healthy purposes, you need to lose.
I want to lose.
You want to, but to be healthy, you gotta knock off some weight.
Mind your business, okay?
I'm all in it.
About your earning stuff, okay? Stay out of my business, okay?
Now that's how you say it positively. I'm being positive because you want to be healthy, so you want to keep your weight at whatever is healthy for you. So whatever your height and your health. What about him?
Stay out of my.
Sonya, will you still be okay if he goes to prison? Will I still financially support him if he go to jail? Supporting somebody in jail is not hard at all. So, to my knowledge, Sonya, did Nesto pimp you out by selling your pictures? Where did you get that from? Him selling my pictures? What pictures I got that he got? That's weird. Or that's not nice. Because you said pimp me out.
They say nasty stuff. Do you like them?
Sonya, did Nesto pimp you out? That's not nice.
Do you like them talking to you like that? See, I tried to stop it, but no, you letting it go.
I'm not that sensitive. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that sensitive. And I don't like I said, I don't be on none of those channels looking at that stuff and reading it. So I don't like you hear a lot of stuff more than I do. I know they're probably talking ish because the one girl that be in court who love to talk negativity and be trying to talk about people's clothes and what they got on and any little thing that a petty teenager would talk about, she talks about. And and it's just weird to me that these are grown people. Like my granddaughter don't even have these issues in school. And these are people in their 30s and 40s talking like that. And for me, I think that's just weird. It's just weird energy. I would never just sit and just talk to somebody about their business, first of all, and then get mad if they don't tell me their business and I don't even know them and their business is not my business, even though somebody else put their business out there. It'd be different if I put my business out there, but I don't get on there, hi, today I did this and today, this was this and me and Nesto, this, that, and the other and all of that kind of crap, That's just weird to me. This, of course, because me and Nesto have talked about the originally what we came on here for today. Me and Nesto have talked about that. And that's why me and you are talking about it, because I know once the bloggers get a hold of it, they're going to be like, ooh, and then they're going to put their negative spin on it because anything that's going on, they're going to talk negative about it. And they're going to make it seem like it's something that, oh, she don't pay her bills. And this, oh, she was scamming somebody. And look, oh, she defrauded this lady. Because that's what she's trying to say.
That's a good question. Police got a good question.
Who?
Police got a good question. Sonya.
Police, Sonya. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Yes.
On a beach.
That's a good question.
On a beach. On a beach with some coconut and no Wi-Fi. I want to live like it's 1980. That's what I want.
Black Jet Black says, Sonya, you have rolled your eyes and talked about what other visitors were wearing when they walked by making fun of them. Ooh.
I
Who did
do talk about some people in there, and that right there,
that's
that
not,
right there is just in the
not
moment.
nice.
Like when we used to go to the club and we stand by and we crack and be like, "Oh, why did she wear that? Oh, does
I
her
don't
mirror
do
look
that.
like-"
I've never done
So
that.
that
So
was something that I used to do all the time. But that's just light work. That ain't no serious. Ooh, oh, you're a this, you're a that, and you're a da 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 da, and every day, all day. Like I don't have a problem if somebody made a comment about me one time, two times. Who cares? But they've been talking ish on me for 2 years every day. There's an anime. This one girl got a channel where they got an animated version of me, and it's negative. It's all negative, but it's deep negative. If somebody don't like their shoes, that's who cares, and they're not hearing it. And why she got that on? Ooh, that is not right. That's fine. I don't have a problem if somebody said that. If that's all y'all want to say about me, go for it. I could take that. I could take it all, really, but I don't have a problem with that. But y'all all digging all in my,
Sonya, whatever one says, I mean, this is the most sincere, respectful way. Get yourself out of the mix before you become the part of the
Get yourself out of the mix. What mix?
I think bug out. You know what? You know what? You
Why
Angel.
didn't delete it? I didn't see it.
They didn't delete it. They didn't delete it. Just
Sylvia, your hair looks nice. Somebody gave you a compliment. Age doesn't always
thank you.
right, lady. See, age don't mean maturity. They just a little bit older version of a messier person they probably was when they were young. But it's just crazy that this is the new sport for the black female. That's just what's crazy to me.
Okay,
It's
Crystal says,
but you recorded convo and tried to put them on your own. And okay, so you know why I did that? Because I knew, like, remember, Sylvia, I told you they're not putting all the phone calls out. They're only putting certain phone calls out to push a narrative. When me and him are on the phone talking about my boyfriends and my dating and all of that stuff, they're not going to play that because then they're going to think, oh my God, hold on, they're not together. Well, they've been saying they're together, but from the time he got arrested to June, I was heavily dating and on dating sites. And me and him used to always talk about my dates. And he used to always tell me, stop being so picky, Sonya. You'll never find nobody. They're not going to play any of that. They're not going to play anything that don't sound messy. So out of the 600 phone calls that me and him have, they're only playing maybe 50 because it's a narrative that they want. So I was playing some of the ones I knew they weren't going to play. That's what I was playing. But then I said, who cares? I said I wasn't going to play any of them. Think what you want to think. If y'all think this is what it is, then roll with it. If y'all believe everything that people feed you, then eat it.
Rossi says, Sonya, do you believe in Jesus, that Jesus died on the cross and rose on the
I don't know
third?
anything about Christianity.
You don't believe Christ died on the cross?
I don't know anything about Christianity. I was raised a Muslim. I don't know anything about Christianity.
You don't know, you never heard Jesus? About Jesus?
I've heard of Jesus, but I don't know the backstory. I told you I don't know anything about Christianity. I was raised Muslim.
Well, we're gonna have a Bible.
So I can't answer or respond to something I was never taught.
We're gonna have Bible study.
Yeah, I was never taught about that. I was raised, and my grandmother she loved church, and that was her thing. But me and her never had religious conversations. So no, I know nothing about it at all. I just know that, a lot of these people are supposed to be Christians and they don't act it. And I know Christians people are supposed to be forgiving, non-judging, and very loving and very supportive of one another. And I don't see that because he's a Christian, you're a Christian, and they talk mad about you and they talk mad about him. So that's not,
But how do you know they're Christians, the other people?
that is true. I know the one girl is because she always kept talking about Jesus and Lord and whatever. So I know she is. And then the other girl too is too. And
they're Christian just because they talk about God and Jesus.
one would expect that they are if they're talking about like that. You don't hear me saying none of that stuff because I'm not of that faith. So I don't say, "Whoo, Jesus Christ." Like I never say that because, it was something that was never spoken in my house, nor was it something that I was taught. And I don't disrespect the religion, but I just don't know anything about it.
So you don't believe that?
I don't know anything about it to believe it.
Okay.
So I can't even speak on it. I know no history on it. I don't know I don't know none of the stories. I don't know none of the characters or the people that's in the book. I've never opened the book. I've never read it. I don't know anything about it. I've been to a church a handful of times because my ex-husband was very religious. And so I did go to church a couple times, but they really weren't talking about religion. They were talking about something. They always do like this much religion and the rest some other stuff that they were talking about. So I don't know anything about it. I was raised Muslim. Are you going to sleep?
So why did you come out of a Muslim then? Why did you stop being Muslim?
I didn't stop. I just don't. So let's go back to why I'm atheist, because that's what I always say I am. I feel like I'm
There's no
atheist.
such thing as being atheist because it's, to me,
I am atheist. Atheist is when you don't believe in God, right?
you don't believe God exists at all?
I do not believe in God. I am an
Really?
atheist. Yes. And that
Really?
happened.
So what
That
makes you
happened 15 years ago, I want to say. I never really, put energy in the belief or non-belief, but in 15 years ago, I decided I did not believe.
So what do
15
you
years ago.
believe? What do you believe?
I believe in respecting all living things, plants, animals, and people.
So
That's
you
what I
don't believe
believe.
anything is higher than you at all?
I don't put thought into all of that. I just live on the earth on the surface, like, I'm saying, like, and then I don't believe into spiritual things or anything like that. That I don't do. I just say, respect people and be respectful and treat people the way you want to be treated and talk to people the way you want to be talked. Respect animals. Don't be cruel to animals, and don't disrespect plants because trees, plants, and all that, everything living has a purpose, and you should always respect them. So that's what I do, and I leave it at that. I don't go off into everything that man created or man said because I feel like everything religion is something that came from a man, a man's mouth, a man da 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 da. So, and I just felt it was I was working for a law office, and I just kept reading all these stories about these kids getting murdered and killed and murdered and killed. And I'm like, well, how is there a God if all these children are dying? And the father just killed the kids, and the father threw the kid off the bridge. It was all these horrific stories about children just dying from their parents or from random people. And I was like, if there's a God, why is he allowing all these children, not grown people? It's some innocent grown people that died too, but it was more so the children supposed to be the innocent, the sacred of the people. And so I was just, okay, wasn't adding up to me. And I was like, you know what? Can't be a God if all of this is happening. That's not right. You can't be just letting all these kids just die and be murdered and be like tortured. And, who is protecting the children, or put it in the parents' mindset. But then everybody thinks God is either spiritual or within you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's different versions of how people explain God, So it's a bit of a different thing. But like I say, all I say is just respect people that are out here. Respect people that you deal with. Don't burn people. Don't screw people over. And animals and plants as well. And I just leave it at that. I don't get all caught up in religion like that. Because it's just everybody can't be right and everybody can't be wrong. So if the Jews say this, the Buddhists say this, and all of these religions, like 20 different religions, and they all have different versions of what happened and different versions of this, that. Who's right? There's only one way anything could happen. There's only one truth. So who is right and who is wrong? Are the Jews right? Are the Catholics right?
But every single one of the religion believe in a higher power. But you're saying you
They
don't
don't
believe
all
in
believe
that
in
at all.
God. They don't
You don't
all
believe-
believe in God. Yeah, they all don't believe in God.
Most religion believes there's someone greater than them.
They believe there's a creator. They
But I'm
do.
saying it's still someone greater. Every single religion believe that.
Yeah. But who's right?
Does it have to be?
There's only
right?
yes, because life only happens one way. That's the truth. So who knows and who's speaking the truth? And which of the other
Why
ones
do
is
you?
this?
This is a good strong question. So
Hmm.
you don't believe So do you believe God saved you from being shot 7 times?
Okay, I wasn't shot 7 times. That was my sister. I was shot 3 times.
3 times. What, 3 times?
I believe I just survived. I don't put like they sent I went to church right after that happened because my grandmother kept saying, "Ooh, God saved you and God and God." And so she like, "You need to go to church and da 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 da." And I went to church and it was so not a good idea. And I was like, I can't do this. And so I left. So in my mind, I survived because he aimed at the wrong spots. And I don't put it on God because that's just not how I was. When was this? This was 91. 91, I still was believing in God. Or that I didn't not believe in God. Let's say that. I don't know what my mentality was because I really wasn't into religion, but I wasn't a firm not believing until like 15 years ago. I know my son was here, but
Can I ask
no,
you a question?
I don't think that. I never thought that.
Can I ask
My
you a question?
hmm,
Why are you seem very hurt. You seem that you seem hurt.
behind what?
I mean, saying because you said you were a certain thing before, and you're angry at something. So, what made you become so angry and that you believe there is no God now? Because at one point you believed there was a
You
higher.
say I'm angry.
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking. I'm just asking.
No,
Just asking.
that's what it was. I was reading stories and it was just a whole bunch of like death and children. And then I just decided that there couldn't be a God if it was that much death and murder that was happening towards children. And it was like a week long. It was just every day. It was just a whole bunch of horrific children like getting tossed. One guy threw his kid over the bridge. It was just a lot. It was just, and I was just like, wow, why is this happening? And like, if there's a God, why is this happening? Like, so that was the thing that made me go from, you know, however I was to definitely I don't believe. I know that's how I went from that. Now, how strong of a believer I was never religious once I got
Can I ask
from.
you a question? Since you've been involved with Nesto, and I've seen you purchase Bibles for him, why,
Mhm.
if you don't believe or anything, why purchase a Bible for him?
Because that's what he believes. I'm not here to change him. One of my one of my kids go to church and one doesn't. One believes and one doesn't. I don't put anything on that how I move on anybody. My son doesn't believe because of whatever, I never spoke about it out loud.
Okay, I got a question, but hold on. If you believe that drugs tear you up, will you give your child drugs?
But you can see drugs and it's
No,
there.
I'm just asking you a question. You
No one's
said
ever,
because you,
no one's ever seen, again, like I said,
no. Hold on. No,
this is the two reasons why. One, I said, with everything that was going on.
Hold on. I'm at because I asked you a question about you buying the Bible for an
Nesto,
right?
because he's a
Then
very
you said
religious
that's
person.
where he is. Okay, now the second question I have is that they say there's this killer drug that your child wants, and the child likes that particular drug, right? Will you buy that drug for your child, and you know it's a killer drug for that child because the child wants it? I'm just asking you a question.
No, you don't buy things that's going to hurt your kids.
But your child wants it and they like that job. Okay, just say it's not a killer drug. Just say it's illegal
I'm
drug.
not buying drugs for nobody. I don't buy drugs for nobody.
Okay.
Kids, aunts, uncles, cousins. I don't buy drugs for nobody. I don't
I
support.
was just,
I
I
don't
was just
support bad habits.
No. I was just asking that question because you're saying, and I'm not saying the Bible's a bad thing. I'm just not saying that at all. All I'm saying, because you're saying you bought it because you don't.
Yeah, so that was a bad analogy right there.
Yeah.
You said
So
drugs and Bible.
I know. It's a terrible analogy. Sorry.
I
It's
don't think
not good.
anything negative about it. That's what you're getting. Okay, what you're making. I
No,
don't think anything negative about your religion. I don't think anything negative about your belief at all. I support anybody that wants to believe. I actually like people that are religious over those that, but because like I said, my husband was very religious. You know what I'm saying? Most of the guys that I've dated were very religious. I don't have
Why
a
do you
problem.
choose,
I don't sit there and
why
try
do
to
you
tell
choose men
somebody
that are
not
religious?
to be religious. It's their freedom. I don't never try to change a person because it doesn't hurt me for them to believe. It doesn't hurt me for them to go to church. It's not a negative thing to go to church. So I don't have a problem with that.
Mhm.
That's not tearing or hurting them. That's really uplifting them and making them into a better person to have that in their life. I've found more so than a person that's lost and just out here. It's kind of an anchor and kind of keeps them grounded. My best friend is not Yvette, but the other one. She's very, very religious, Um, so it's just how I feel, and that's just me. I sent my daughter to church when she was young. She used to go with her grandmother, and she grew up going to church with her grandmother, like
She
most
said
Black
she
people.
does not believe in a higher power.
She's just not a religious person. What's wrong with that? It sounds like she believes.
She doesn't believe in a
I
higher
don't believe, I don't know. I just don't think into all of that. I don't. I think what I see and how things are, and I leave it at that. Again, I told you my main reason is because of so many different religions. Life only happens one way. How you woke up one way. There's only one way that you woke up this morning. There's no three versions of how you woke up this morning. So just like life and how it began and how history was, there's only one true way everything came about and happened. But you got 20 different religions saying 20 different ways and 20 different stories. Who is right? Who is wrong? Only one religion or one way everything came about. We were created one way. But you got all these different religions telling you different versions of it and how this happened, like gossip. You know what I'm saying? So who do you believe? Are Jews right? Are the Buddhism right? You know what I'm saying? Are the Catholics right? Are these people right? Is that religion right? You don't know. You know what I'm saying? So most of us are a specific religion because our grandma and our mama and our, you know what I'm saying? And it just carried on and it carried on from that. And that's how it was. You know what I'm saying? We just took it and we ran with it. And another reason why I kind of question a lot of things too is because how did Black people come into Christianity? Through our slave masters. And if you trust a slave master, then run with it because that's where it came from. Go all the way back to 5, 10, 12, 13 generations. It was the slave masters that told the slaves about Christianity and God and Jesus and da da da. And then they told their kids, and it just grew from that and it just ran with it. And that's how it started. So if you go all the way back and say, I trust a slave master and I believe everything that they told my 10 generations ago, grandparents, then that's what I'm gonna believe. So if you believe anything that came from a slave master, which their whole narrative was to get these slaves to do what they say without hurting them, because if I hurt them, they're no good to me. I can't have an injured slave out there working because they're not going to produce. So I got to get into their mind. So if I get into their mind and tell them certain things, they're going to do it based off of that, and they're going to believe it and going to believe it. So if you go all the way back to that, do you believe what that slave master told your ancestors? Because that's where Black people got it from. They didn't, all of this didn't come from Africa. Everything that we got over here, Africa has religion.
I'm gonna say, wait a minute,
They
hold up.
do have religion, but you got to understand how American Black people got their version of Christianity was through the slave master. And if you believe what the slave master taught your ancestors, then go with it. Go with it. You know what I'm saying? But those were the reasons why I just don't deal with religion. One is too many of them, and it's only one of them that could be correct, is because there's only one truth. And then two, I know it came from slave masters, and I don't trust slave masters as much as I, do say I like white people, but the white people that, weren't the slave master white people, there's some other ones.
So you say you never read the Bible before?
I've never read the Bible before, not one page.
Is it why are you?
I was raised Muslim, so why would I
Are
read
you
the
okay?
Bible?
I mean, would you be willing to at least read it?
So I'm not interested because I feel like I live fine without religion.
No, I'm just
Not
saying,
everybody lives with religion.
no, just to read it. Just like don't you read other
So,
books?
so you and Nesto have
I'm
me
just asking
interested.
a question.
No, you and Nesto have me interested in religion because he reads a lot of things and he puts a lot of things. So I get it from him, or I get it from you talking to him about it. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I do watch you and him visit and when y'all read and pray and all of that other, things that y'all do, that's when I get insight. Because before that, again, I've been to church a couple times, but like after like I had only went to church for funerals, right? So the couple times that I went to church, it just reminded me that I'm in a funeral, because that was the only thing I could relate to it, because I didn't go to church with my grandmother, because my parents were Muslims, so they didn't send us to church. We went to mosque, and so mosque is completely different than Christianity. We have a Quran. We didn't have the Bible. So, and then back then they never spoke of Jesus and all of that stuff. Now Farrakhan talks about it, because Farrakhan takes from the Bible and he takes from the Quran, and he kind of integrates it. If anybody's ever listened to Farrakhan, he integrates both, because he talks about Jesus and the Bible, and he talks about the Quran. So I have watched and went to go see him, and I do watch a lot of his videos. So I do get some insight. But like I said, I don't have religion is not in my life at all. But I do like religious people.
Okay. I don't know how we got here, but I think it was Rossi that brought us here. But thank you, Rossi.
She said I had nothing but time on my hands. Poor Sonya. She's gonna pretend to be calm. What is she talking about? Pretend to be calm. I don't get that. Elaborate, girl, on what you mean by pretend to be calm. What do I have to be excited about or upset about? I don't want to call you a liar, but you said you went to church with your husband. Now you're saying you went to church. Oh my God, listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying I did go to church with my husband a couple times. I said when I go to church, the time before that, right? I only went to church because of funerals. So when I went to church after that, it kind of put me in the mindset as if I was in a funeral. So I was like not really responding to it well. Plus, I really wasn't interested in Christianity. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, I'm saying, understand the timeline. I went to funerals before I went to church. I didn't go to church till later in my life, and I had went to funerals before then, but most funerals happen in church. So when I went to church, it kind of clicked me into funerals. That's what I'm saying. And then, I never read the book, and I wasn't there for me. I was there for the person that was going to church. I was just going with them. So I wasn't there to, absorb anything or get anything out of it. That's not why I went. I just went because my husband wanted to go to church and he wanted me to go. So I went to church with him. That's why I went. But I only went, I think, twice. I went twice. And me and him was together since 1989, on and off. And then we married in 2009. So we were together 10 years on and off. And then he got married, and I was like dating. So we just decided to stay friends, and we're still cool to this day. We're still cool to this day. Because you don't want to, if it don't work out, don't be enemies. Just be cool. And that's what we are. We're cool. So you can't teach us about in the beginning of how the word was formed. You don't know the word. When the student is ready, the teacher will show up. You can't teach us about the beginning. Not trying to teach you anything. This is just my perspective about me and religion. This has nothing to do with you people. This is just why I'm where I'm at when it comes to religion. I don't knock anybody. I don't knock it. This is just my perspective. Understand, what's for me is for me. I'm not here to sell anything or convince you of anything. I'm just saying, this is why I am the way I am when it comes to religion. I don't have a problem with people that want to believe what they want to believe. People are free to believe and be who they want to be. I don't knock a person. I don't think anything less of a person that believes or anything less of a person that don't believe. I just so happen to hang around a lot of people that are very religious, but I don't try to convince them not to be. If you listen to me and Nesto, pray for me tonight. Okay, I'll pray for you. I don't know how. I don't know how to pray. I know how to pray in Muslim.
You lied to him then.
No. I know how to pray in Muslim. I do not pray as a Muslim. I know how to
So do
pray.
you pray for him?
Because we prayed as Muslims, we prayed.
Wait,
So I do know how to pray as a Muslim. I was a Muslim from birth all the way up to, I want to say high school is when my parents kind of fell off and stopped really making us go to mosque and stuff. So, you know, I had a lot of years of going to mosque. I went to Muslim school.
Answer my question. So when the man asked you to pray for him,
I prayed for him. I
Okay.
did.
That's all I wanted to ask. Okay.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Okay.
He asked and I did.
How do you pray for to a God that you don't believe he exists?
Oh, so I prayed for him.
But I'm saying, how do you pray to a God that you just don't believe he exists?
I just did the prayer for him. It wasn't for me. It was for him. So it wasn't for me to believe. It wasn't for me to believe. It was for him.
But when
it don't make sense, but it makes sense.
It don't make sense.
It don't make sense, but it makes sense. Because remember, I'm not praying for me. So I'm not, you get me? You don't get me, but that's how I took it. Or that's how I did it. You get me? Like when a person says, let's pray, and you just, bow down and allow them to pray, and you kind of like do the position, you know what I'm saying? It's like that.
Why am I not? You said, why am I not saying anything? I'm not here to defend the Bible. I'm not here to defend my belief.
See, why aren't you saying anything? Everyone knows that the slave masters is not allowed in black folks' church. Wow, this crazy talk. I'm just saying, go back to how it came into our heads. That's what I'm saying. I mean, can you tell me how Black Americans became Christians? Where does it go? How far back did it go? Because it didn't come. They didn't bring it with them. Everything, if you look at the history of it all, it was the slave masters that told the slaves about Christianity and gave them the Bible. That wasn't our religion in Africa.
Look, listen, guys, I'm not here.
So, I mean, you can twist it 200 years later to how you want it to twist, but it originated from the slave masters telling the slaves, look, you need because they look at that movie, The Book of Eli. That'll help you right there. Because the Book of Eli, the guy kept looking for the Bible. Remember, all the books got burned and everything was destroyed in the world, but he needed to control this flock of people. He said, I need that book. This is how I can control these people. I need that book. And he was looking for the Bible. Because with that Bible, he could control the people. A lot of movies are based on a lot of real situations. And it wasn't that happened, but he was trying to say, in a sense, that that's how they controlled the people with the religion. That's how they got the people to move the way they moved, because this is before law. Wasn't no laws back then. So what did they have? They had the religious. They put religion in, and the religion is how they told the stories and everything. And that's how they got the people to move how they needed to move. How do you think they got the slaves to do what they wanted to do and was able to stop beating them? They introduced them to Christianity. Look into it. You know what I'm saying? Look into it. That's all I'm saying. It wasn't something that we brought over from Africa. It was something that the slave masters taught us. And if you all for it and you want to move with that, then that's what you move with. That's just my perspective of it. I'm not here to make anybody, it's everybody can believe and not believe what they want to believe. Like I said, it's only one way that life happened all those years ago. It's only one version of truth. And everybody's version is different. So what religion is right and what religion is wrong?
What's TBI? What's TBI?
I don't know.
I don't know what TBI is.
We don't do acronyms. Do you have TBI? I'm concerned. Oh, I don't know. She think I got an issue.
I don't know what TBI is.
Play for us in Muslim. Pray for us in Muslim. I am not about to pray for y'all in Muslim. This is not watch Sonya do something and prove herself.
Traumatic brain injury. That's what it says.
I got brain injury. It's fine.
No, she said they ask you, do you have traumatic brain injury? Thank you for letting me know what that means. I sure didn't know.
No, I don't. Last I checked, I was normal. I mean, I survive like a normal person. I move like a normal person. I stay positive like a normal person. I mind my business like a normal person. And so you took 10, 15 years off you with that hairdo. Although I like the short hairdo better.
Nah,
Or maybe that's just what I'm used to. Because this is new.
I'm a short hairdo person.
I am too. That's why I've been wearing this damn ponytail. Because I'm like, if I wear my hair down, it's getting cut. The couple times I tried, I was like, oh, I can't do it. Because you just don't want to be bothered with hair at this age. All those years of waking up and doing your hair and styling it and all. It's like, oh, you either don't want hair or you're just going to go back and just stay in a ponytail. And that's where I'm at with it. It's going to stay in a ponytail until I cut it right back off and go back to my afro. And I really like that. And I had that 2 years ago. That's how my hair was. It was like this long.
Short.
Yeah, because I have alopecia.
Okay.
I have alopecia. There's nothing hidden under the sun. Answer every question that's found in the world of God, from murder to adultery, cover the person's spouse, lust. Want the answers, read the word. Okay, that girl. Christianity is pre-slavery, but no, I can't see that thing. Widely practiced, no. Now widely practiced in Africa before colonization in Africa. Sorry, you may have PTSD. Thank you, boo. I might have it. I might have everything. I have traction alopecia. Oh, do you? Yeah, I got alopecia back in 2011.
So how do you get alopecia? It just happens?
It just came in 2011. I
You don't get
stressed.
alopecia, what it looks like.
What does alopecia look like?
No, I'm saying, how did you develop
I'm gonna
it?
tell you my alopecia. Hold on. I have alopecia.
Did it have like a lot of dandruff or something?
You know what alopecia is?
No.
It's when you lose your hair. It's when your hair falls out.
What caused it to fall out?
Stress, autoimmune is what it is. And then with your hair, what your scalp does, it thinks something is happening, and then the reaction causes your hair to fall out.
It just falls out just out of nowhere.
Falls out like you left a perm in your head too long. That's how it fall out. You know how the clumps just come out of your hair? That's how it falls out. It falls out like that.
Okay.
So look, see that?
We gotta go the other way. Oh, yeah, I see it.
So that's the beginning of it. See that?
Go the other way.
See it?
Yeah.
So that's when I was in California in 2015. It starts falling out. See that? And let me show you. Yeah, because see how it's falling out over here, right there?
Yeah.
And it fell out completely right there, right? Hold on. And then I'm gonna show you what happened, how it completely fell out. That was the start of it, right? That's how it started falling out of my head when I was in LA. And then when I moved back to oh, did I delete it? I think I deleted it.
Amen, Cece.
So then it fell out like that. So you see that side of my head? I had to shave it off, right? And that's the other side, because it only fell out on one side of my head, right? See the other side? That's the other side of my head. Oops, sorry. So that's the other side, because I only had it fall out on one side of my head. So right, that's the one.
On one side.
If it can fall out wherever it want to fall out. So each time I get it, it falls out differently, right?
So it doesn't stay gone. Your hair could grow back.
Some people can grow their hair back. Some people never get it back. I'm fortunate so far to be able to grow my hair back, because you can't see that I have any, it's all there. But hold on. I have it where you can see where it's all gone. Like, okay, here it go. That's how it ended up. See that?
Ooh.
That's the back of my head. That's
That's what it is
alopecia.
now? It's like that
No, this is 2016.
now? Ooh. And it
That's
grow
the
back?
first picture I showed you when it was long. That's when it started. This is what happened to it a couple months later.
Oh, when did
All
it
of that hair,
grow back?
all of that hair fell out, right? So all of that hair fell out that I had in LA, right? So that's how it fell out, right? And then it grew back. It grows in white for a while the alopecia is still like active or whatever. It'll grow back in white. And then after a while it'll grow back dark, whatever your natural color hair is. So it fell out like that, all of that, and then it fell out some more like in the front, right? And then it falls out every 2 years. Every 2 years it'll fall completely out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it fell out 2 years ago. And it fell out 2 years ago. After I got out the hospital. Well, that was more than 2 years ago, right? Whenever I fell out, whenever I got out the hospital, 2 months after so it all grew back. And then 2 months after I got out the hospital, it fell out again. But it fell out up here this time. All of this fell out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that time it was this. All of this had fell out. And now the second time I got it, or the third time I got it, it came out right here. So all of this was super thin, like paper thin. I got a picture of that. It was, and I couldn't really cover that like I could cover the other when it fell out just in the back. I could cover that, but I couldn't cover the hair loss when it was, hold on, I got a picture of it when it fell out up top. When it fell out up top, it was kind of harder to do that. So what I used to do is I used to make these hat wigs, and I used to wear baseball hats with, because I didn't want to glue anything on my scalp, because I used to get, they treat them all differently depending on what kind of alopecia you have. You can get steroid, like when I lived in LA, I got steroid shots in my head. And then when I was in Florida, the last time I got it, she gave me Rogaine and this special shampoo. And that's what made it just like grow like it did, But I only used it for 2 months. Once it filled back in, I stopped using it, But yeah, so it's been 2 years. So I think it'll fall out, again. I don't stress it. It's just here, right? It is what it is. But yeah. And like I said, some people don't grow their hair won't grow back. I'm fortunate that my hair will grow back.
Cupcake says there's different type of alopecia.
They're different, and I've had both types, because the first time they gave me steroids, and the second time I'm thinking she about to shoot me in the head again, and she was like, "No, you don't have that type. You got this type." And then she was like, "You got to take Rogaine and this shampoo." And I was like, "What?" Because I hate the shots, because the shots hurt when they shoot you all in your head and stuff. Ooh. But I was like, I can't. I didn't want, I didn't think it would work, right? But it actually did, because it grew all back in, full. But I never lost my edges, because they always be talking about Sonya got no edges. I never lost my edges. My hair fell out right to the ear and back, but it never fell out here, and it got thin here.
Oh, okay.
And then I just shaved it all off. Whenever it falls out, I just shave it all off and just start over. Because that's when you taking a shower and you just see your hair just falling out. That's more depressing than just taking the clippers and just cutting it off. And so I would just, whenever I see it, I just shave it all off and just start over.
So it comes often, or just like once?
Every 2 years is what it was happening. So 2021 was the last time it fell out.
Okay.
21 is when it fell out last, right after I got out the hospital, because my hair was long when I got out the hospital, and then it started getting thin right here, and then so I had to cut it. Yeah, so I mean it'll grow back. See, it had got real thick.
Yeah,
and that was from the Rogaine And then I guess starting off like, you know, brand new or whatever. And then it just grew in real thick.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you gotta wear like, and my head is tiny, so I couldn't wear regular wigs because my head is so small. So I had to wear like I said, I would wear a baseball hat and just, you know, put like little half wigs underneath the baseball hat. And then you couldn't tell that
Just
that
make
my
sure
hair was
nobody take
gone.
off your hat.
They did at the airport. I need you to take that hat off. I'd be like, oh. They had me taking that off at the airport, but I didn't care. It's a medical condition. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the only one. I'm
You should
one of
have wore a
many.
scarf. You should have wore a scarf because they don't make you take off a scarf in the airport.
So let me show you how I masked it. No, well, that's what it was. So yeah, I had ended up after the first time they did it to me. I ended up putting a scarf on and wearing a scarf. I did that after that, but the first time they got me, and I was like, "Ow," you know. And then you could just see that I had like the half wig, and then it was like super thin hair right here. And it was like, yeah, I have alopecia. I'm the only one in the family that got it. Everybody else, their hair is safe, but I have alopecia. And I think it's because when I worked at Queen of Diamonds in Miami, that job used to stress me out bad. It stressed me. And then the patch on my back just fell out. And I didn't think nothing of it. I was just like, why did my hair fall out in the back? Like right here, it was just gone. But because it was just back here, it was easy to just like mask it. And then when I was in LA, stressed a little bit more over there. And then that's when all of that just fell out. And so I was like, I can't stress. Stress takes it out your hair, takes your hair out, or takes my hair out. So I'm not allowed, I don't stress. I'm not about to stress my hair out. So that I know. It triggers it. So I don't. Oh, you want to see it? Want to see my Muslim picture?
You had a Muslim outfit on? That's you?
I'm the little one.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm the little one. That's my sister.
look at you.
Look at my face. I don't want to wear this.
Oh,
I'm sitting there like with my white shoes, my hard white shoes. I think that's kindergarten because I had to wear that to Muslim school. I think that might be kindergarten. Yeah, my mother used to sew our clothes. Ugh. Do you want to see my husband?
okay. Let me see your husband.
Don't laugh. That's the 80s.
That which one is you?
Right there.
With him? Okay.
He was a boxer, and he almost made it to the Olympics until he started getting into some other stuff, and then he ended up not going to the Olympics. But he used to be a boxer back in the day. You know what I'm saying? He used to be a very good
Is
boxer.
that back in Cleveland over there? That picture?
Yeah, he used to be a really good boxer. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. But that was in 80. That might have been 90, that picture. That was a Luther Vandross concert. That was our very first date that we ever went on.
That was when in the 80s, you said?
Yeah, that was a Luther Vandross concert. No, it was the 90s. That was 1990 because that was 1990 or 89. It was either 89. Hold on, Sydney was born. She was born in 87. So that was 89.
So you had your daughter as a teenager then?
I was 19 when I had her.
Okay.
We're 19 years apart. Yep. So yeah, that was in 89. That's when I went. Me and him went to Luther Vandross concert. And then 89. Man, it was 89. And then 89, because we got married 10 years later in 2009 is when we got married. Wait a minute, that was 20 years. I'm sorry, I forgot about 99. We got married 20 years later. That was 89. We got married in 2009.
Okay.
So it was 20 years on and off. Ooh, my math.
That's a long time.
Isn't it? And it only lasted 4 months. Go figure.
Yeah.
It ain't for everybody. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I just wasn't a person that always thought I'd get married. So I didn't, we didn't, we still remained cool afterwards. It wasn't a bitter or, ooh, it was like, you know what? You still out here doing what you was doing when you were single. Let's just be cool. And that's what it was. So
You're
we ended up,
still
so we
cool
ended
now?
up just being cool.
You're still cool now?
Yeah. I talk to him, every 2-3 months. We still talk.
Okay.
I get along with everybody but my baby's daddies. Them two, I don't get along with. I don't get along with. And it's not because of me. Because I don't keep
So you
nobody.
didn't have any kids with your husband?
No.
Okay.
I had Sydney. She was one. I didn't want any more children when I had her. When me and him dated, I didn't want any more children. And we were young. And then I had moved to California briefly. And then I had to come back. And then me and him was like, he cheated a lot. He cheated a lot. Like, so I was not going to do anything serious. We were engaged and everything back then, but I wasn't going to do anything serious with him because he was too busy trying to be, and I always say, be who you are. If you want to be with a bunch of women, be with a bunch of women, just we can't be together, So I don't knock him for that being who he is, Some guys are meant to be with one person. Some guys are meant to be or need to be with a bunch of women. I just say be honest about it so I'm not misled. I don't have a problem with what you're trying to do out here.
So
I'm
you
just
like,
not trying to get my feelings
so
hurt.
you okay with a man that has multiple women?
I prefer that now.
You do?
You know why I prefer that now? If it's open and honest. I prefer that now because one, I really don't want to be with nobody. I really want to just be single. Because I've always had a boyfriend my whole entire life up until 2019. And I feel like it's less pressure when he's got a lot going on. It's less pressure. It's not necessarily safe for him because a lot of women fall in love and then they try to kill one of the, kill the wife or, do that type of stuff. That's the only thing
Not
that
everybody wants to try to kill somebody.
not everybody, but it's a lot of them doing it. They catch feelings and they want to kill or hurt or I want you to myself type of stuff. That's the only thing you got to worry about. If the guy is honest with everybody across the board and everybody knows that he's pretty much single, but he's dating you, then that's cool, But if he's trying to mislead and lie and get people all caught in their feelings, then that's where the problem lies. I think if the person is honest, and I didn't think like this when I was young because I had met this guy and he had 2 women living with him. And so he invited me over for dinner. He didn't tell me anything until I got there. And then he was just talking and, and then very nice guy. And he did a seminar or something. That's how I met him. And then he was explaining to me that he wanted me to be the third. And I was like, huh?
Husband number 3?
They weren't married, but they all had their own rooms. You know what I'm saying? But he wanted me to be the third girl of the situation. And I was like, huh, what? Come again? What are you talking about? And then he was like, yeah, I got this. But none of the women were there at the time. But he was like, I got this chick, and I want you to be, number 3. And I was like, I'm not doing that. I was just thinking, no, I'm not doing that. That's not, no, you keep on with your harem. I'm not about to get into that. So then I stopped. I didn't talk to him after that because that was just a bit different for me. But now as I'm older and I don't want a one-on-one relationship, that's the thing. I don't want a one-on-one relationship. I don't mind having a part-time situation. I don't mind if a man has, but again, he has to be honest with everybody involved. I don't want it where he's sneaking behind somebody's back and she's thinking it's just him and her. That's not good. It needs to be, she knows that I'm with this person and that person and that person, and we're just seeing each other. It's not, that's my woman and and that's my man type of situation. So it's kind of like a not serious situation. It's like dating. I would just say, you put it like that. Like he's free and he's dating and I don't care because I'm not trying to boo him up. So, and pretty much kind of not, but kind of, I've been like in this space since 2019 where I don't want a boyfriend or a relationship or a husband. I'm content in being single.
Okay, by yourself, not dating any.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. But like I said, Nesto gets out, Nesto need a place to stay. He's welcome. You know what I'm saying? I'll never have him out on the streets, period. That I will not do. But that doesn't necessarily mean he's my man and we're dating and you know, da 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 da. That doesn't mean that. That just means I'm not gonna leave him for dead. That's what that means.
So
People
you
want to
don't.
interpret it as, oh, they're gonna be together and da 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 da. No, we gonna hang like friends though. We are gonna hang and kick it like friends, but I'm not trying to boo him. And that's where people keep trying to, well, like they keep trying to put that energy out there and people are feeding into it that that's what it is. That's not what it is because I don't want a boyfriend. I don't want a relationship. And that's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? And we weren't that when he went to jail. So to be in a traumatic situation, you don't put a relationship on top of that because we weren't in a relationship when he went to jail. So I'm not going to, you know, it's special circumstances that he's in right now. So he's very vulnerable. He's very emotional. He's very like, you know, needy because he's latching on to the last person that's here helping him. So you don't want to misread that into, oh, he want me. You get me? You don't want to mix that up to, you know what I'm saying?
So suppose he wants you. Do you want that?
I don't know that version of him to say that I want that. And I don't really want to be in a relationship. That's the thing. I don't want what relationships entail. Relationships entail a lot of responsibility. You know, I miss you, you know, let's do this or we never do that. You know what I'm saying? All of that. When I look back on every relationship I ever had and the bad kind of outweigh the good. And that's why I feel like I'm just over it. And I'm okay with that. Because if I need to go out with a man, I can call and get a date. Let's go to the movies and dinner tonight. I can get that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with that twice a month. You know, I don't feel like I need more than that. I don't need nobody in my bed. I don't need nobody, you know, nudging on me and what you cook tonight and all that, all everything that like I just don't need that. And I can take care of myself. So I don't necessarily need that. And it's good if a younger person wants. I don't knock it, but it's just not for me. I'm okay with just being by myself, you know. But I will, like I say, take care of Nesto in a friend capacity. I have no problem with that. Like I said, he was there for me when I was on my deathbed, you know, and he didn't have to be there for me. He didn't have to come call me every day and make sure I was okay. I had only known him for 2 months when I was hospitalized, you know. He didn't have to do any of that stuff. And he did. And he didn't have to see about me after that when I got out the hospital and everything, you know what I'm saying? That before he went to jail, he didn't have to do none of that. He always called me, how's your health? Did you go to the doctor? What's up with your stomach? You know, and he didn't have to do that. You know, he could have just lived his life and was like, oops, she's sick. Bye. You know, because I'm to a point where he can't get anything out of me because I'm sick. And that's another reason why too I don't want a relationship because I'm sick. And who's trying to bring that in a situation, you know, that I'm sick. So no, we're just friends, as I say, and we were just friends. And you don't want to screw that up and think, you know, it's something romantic or, you know, he's in love. He says he's in love with me, but I take it as he just in love or love me for the person I am and what I'm doing for him because he knows it's not easy to be on this end of what's going on and have no other support. And again, he would have more support if YouTube wasn't a thing or all in his business because the reason why is his family really can't talk to him because they don't want them to be the next headline. And it was just a lot when that YouTube kept talking about everybody and dragging them. It's one thing to just talk about them, but if they got tired of being dragged, you know, if YouTube was just saying this is his son and this is him and his son on the phone, you know, but it was, ooh.
But here's my question. If YouTube should not be a factor of anybody's relationship with their family, because all they have to do is turn off the internet.
All they got to do is not watch it. That's the key. Because when it first happened, it stressed me for 30 days. When it all happened, it stressed me. But I was like, And it might have been, I got alopecia. I can't stress this. Let me turn this off, you know. And then once I turned it off, I don't think about it. I do not think about it at all. I used to at first be like, I hope nobody recognizes me and like try to take a picture of me while I'm out. Like if somebody see me, they see me, you know, they just know not to approach me and say anything to me. Don't, because you don't know me. So don't sit there and say, hey. The one girl did when I was at the jail. Remember I told you the one girl was like, Sonya, Sonya. And I'm like this, I don't know nobody here. Like, why is she calling my name? But she was so nice. She was so very nice, you know, and she wanted to take a picture and she was just very nice. So that's cool. But it's the ones that want to be trolls and be negative and, ooh, you dated a married. No, I did not date a married man. I did not date him. I saw him literally maybe 7, 8 times, a couple times before I got sick. And then once I got sick, I really did not see him, you know. So I was sick 2 months after we met, you know. So it's like, ooh, you know, no, that running with that narrative, what those bloggers are saying, you know, spinning it like, you know, it wasn't the case, was not the case. I got all our text messages. They were not romantic. They were not boo and come see me and I miss you. It was nothing like that. Our text messages before he went to jail was like me and your text messages. That's it. You know, it was not a boo relationship at all, especially once I found out that he was dealing with or had a situation or had a wedding with his business partner, because that's what he told me it was, you know, then it really was, you know, that. But, you know, they want to drag it because it sounds more interesting if I'm the mistress or if I'm the, you know.
But don't you think you everything that you're doing for him and how you care for him is causing you to have more stronger emotions for him now?
No,
You don't think so?
no, because me and him don't have romantic conversations. It's not, we don't
You know,
have,
I
we
have.
don't, so we don't put it like it was like before. We didn't have those type of conversations, so it never went there. And I knew, okay, so the couple times that I did see him, I was looking at him like, ooh, I would catch feelings for this dude. You know what I'm saying? Because he's very likable. And then he just sits there and then, you know, you don't think so, but but you know, he's very handsome. So and then he's just sitting there, you know, with teeth and just, you know, and this was like the first week I met him. But then the second week or the third week, whenever I had found out, I had saw him one other time. But we were just talking, right? Because I had knew, you know, he admitted that he had a situation going on or a wife or whatever people want to say. But he told me he married. He didn't say he was married. He said him and his business partner had a wedding, is how he told me, you know. And I didn't even ask anything else about it. I just said, you doing something, I'm good. You know, I don't even want to know what that is you're saying or how you trying to spin that or if that is the truth or whatever y'all got going on. Let's just be cool. You know what I'm saying? We could be boys because I know how to be boys without crossing lines and stuff. But a couple of times I had ran into him, you know, I was like, ooh, I would really like him. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Then I would go. Then I had
How
when I
do you,
moved.
how do you change from those feelings to just being friends and you still had those kind of connection feelings? And especially now
So
that
you pull
everybody.
him like I can control him. I didn't see, I made sure I did not see him after that day that I was like, ooh, I made sure I did not see him for a whole year. He kept saying, you gonna come into it? I'd be like, I'd be like, click, and just would never show up. Like, I'm not going around him, like, you know. And that happened for a whole year. I went a whole year without seeing him. And then the next year, which was 22, I saw him in March. This was after they broke up. And I never saw him 2 days in a row. And I saw him 2 days in a row. And I was like, why am I seeing you 2 days in a row? He was like, no reason. I'm like, no, I never see you 2 days in a row, ever, you know? And he just didn't go into it or say anything about it. And I didn't pry again, because, you know, you're just my friend. What you doing and what you got going on is none of my business. So I didn't pry. If you want to tell me something, tell me something. But he just left it at nothing's going on. And I was like, okay. And then I didn't see him again until that was March. Then I saw him again, because remember I was living in Florida at the time. Then I saw him again in, because I used to come visit my kids. I think it was April or May I saw him. I saw him 2 more times before he got arrested. I saw him a couple times before, then I seen him twice in 21 when I got out the hospital. He came and visit me. And then I saw him twice before he went to jail. And but it was March, and then I seen him in April or May. No, it was May 1st because I was working on that bar, and I spent 2 weeks in Atlanta, and I saw him one day in those 2 weeks that I was here. I saw him May 1st or May 2nd. One of those 2 days I saw him. And then I saw him again in June one time. I saw him because I had passed through. So I ran and said hi to him at one of the little restaurants or whatever. And then I drove straight through to, because I was moving my sister from Detroit to Florida. And I just ran and said hi to him, and I kept going.
Mhm.
And that was the only time I saw him. Those were the only times I ever saw him. But they want to make it seem like, you know, it was just that and all of that other stuff, like people know people's business. But those were the only times I ever saw him. But I knew to stay away from him because I dealt with people that did that and caught feelings. And I told him once when I explained we're just gonna be friends, and nothing more. And I said, I'm gonna keep my distance because I'm not catching feelings, and I don't want you catching feelings. I want it just to be at a distance where we cool, but not too close. Because sometimes you get, and that's not understanding how emotions work. Because he's very likable, and he was very easy to deal with. Because of course, you know, he just come around very seldom. So that's, you know, and I'm not asking nothing of him, and I'm not prying in his business. Where you at? Where you been? Who was that? You know, it was never that. You know.
Mhm.
Or what's going on with your marriage. Like I never asked him about his marriage not one time, because when he told me, you know, that that's fine. We're gonna just be friends at a distance. So I don't need to know nothing about what's going on. You know, it ain't my business. I'm not trying to be with you. I'm not trying to, you know, I'm gonna just be your friend. And for some people to say, oh, you don't talk to married men. That's your marriage. Everybody's marriage is designed the way they designed it. It's not a law. Because again, my husband had female friends. I had no problem with that. You know, I never told him, let me see your phone. Okay, don't talk to her no more, her no more. I never touched his phone. I never told him he couldn't do this, that, and the other. If you're going to go out there and do something, don't get caught. And if you get caught, we're going to have a conversation. And that's how I left it. You can have female friends. I don't have a problem with that, you know. Because I'm not worried about the old friends. I'm worried about you running into a chick tomorrow, calling her a friend. That would be the problem, right? But that you would have to worry about. But again, I never said we had rules about anything, you know, just be in a marriage and, you know, be respectful. But he used to, when I would call, push me to voicemail. And I was like, oh, what are you doing that? We need to just be friends. And that's what it was. And I just like, let's just be friends because you're not ready. And he wasn't ready. He was not ready. He might be ready now, but he wasn't ready then, you know. So, and I wasn't mad at him for it because my feelings didn't get hurt. It was expected, you know. Police said this is interesting. He was a cheater and had female friends. He was a cheater and had female friends. Who is he? Sonya, befriending a married man should be decided by his wife. People got their opinions and people live the way they live. Again, like I said, if I'm not seeing you like that, and you know, it is what it is. That's how that go. This doesn't pass the smell test. That's fine. It doesn't have to. Ready for what? He had 2 wives. Who had 2 wives? Who's she talking about? Because Nesto had about 6.
Mm.
Who is he had 2 wives? Yeah. The way you said you stalked his social media. Okay, so when I say things to him, it's a lot of sarcasm. It's not an actual stalking of his social media. That's me just being funny. would say that. If you know the person, you know how the person talk. And that's something how he knows me, so he knows how I talk. We talked every day since the day we met. Every day. We never missed a day of conversation. He called me every single day. Every morning, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, he called me from the day we met. And you know, how's your day? What you doing? Da 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 da. You know. And so it is what it is. What you doing, Sylvia still? Don't shoot me over here. Just
Someone
you
was
know,
I was letting you talk. You know,
don't let me
I
talk
know
because
you
I'll ramble on and
I
ramble
know
on
you like
and
to talk, so
my ramble will turn into a rant. And I'll be ranting. And
no, I know
Nesto
you
be
like
cracking
to
up. I'll
talk.
be like, you know me, I be ranting sometimes.
I let you talk.
No, that's my friend. And I don't see him as a potential boyfriend. That I don't see. What time am I taking you home, little girl?
Are you sure you don't see him as a potential boyfriend? Do you want to see him as a potential
I
boyfriend?
don't want a boyfriend. That's the thing.
Well, you said you don't mind him having a whole bunch of different women.
No, I said if I got into a situation with somebody, not specifically him, but just somebody, I wouldn't mind. I would rather them have a bunch because then there's no pressure on my end, no obligation on my end. You get me? Because it's like, all right, go ask her or go call one of your other ones because I don't feel like it. Like that's how I feel about it. That's why I feel like I don't want a one-on-one situation.
Somebody said, would I let a woman like Sonya be a friend to my husband?
Would you let? I didn't know y'all was letting.
Let me explain something to you guys. Let me explain something to you guys. I believe
Your friend.
the trust should be there regardless of what type of woman
He off work.
is around, right? I've never been a
Look at
type
the clock.
who have insecurities about me and my relationship with my husband. Let me tell you, you can't keep a person from cheating. If they're gonna cheat, they're gonna cheat. It's not whether or not this woman or that, they're gonna cheat. That's the way
They
I feel.
usually don't cheat with the friend. They usually cheat with the woman they just met at the gas station or the woman they met out in the streets. They're not gonna really cheat with. In all the cases that I've caught dudes that I dated cheating, it wasn't that scenario. It wasn't even the friends that they had. It was girls that they just met. That's who it was. It wasn't the one. You can have that. Take the other one out the freezer for me.
I just don't believe that
That's
you can
raspberry.
tell anybody of anything. I mean, it is what it
Every
is.
situation is different. And for people to always try to say this is the guideline, you can't have that of a guideline when this person got a personality, this person got a sex drive, this person don't like to do this. Everybody's different. And whatever that person, because again, y'all don't even know what type of situation that they had going on. You're just assuming that your relationship is this, so their relationship must be this. And that's not even the case. But how he was moving, which I found out after he got locked up, I don't even put a thought pattern on what type of relationship they had because he was moving like a single person to have been dealing with just those 4 ladies. And that's just what's out there. It might be more that's just not out there that he was dealing with. That's just what's out there, what came to light. He could have had 8 chicks that he was dealing with or more. There's no telling. But again, I have an idea of what type of situation it was, how that, and I was told something about what type of situation that was that he had, that it was something different. But everybody keeps trying to act like it was a traditional, old school, one-on-one situation, and we don't know that. We don't know that. I never asked because I was just like, we just gonna be friends. You know what I'm saying? It ain't my business. Whatever it is, I didn't ask. So, does she know you be out here? I didn't even, none of that, to even know what it is specifically, but I was told something that it wasn't what everybody keep trying to make it to be. It was something different. It was something different, the whole situation. And from what I saw on some other stuff, Sylvia, that I was telling you, with all of the paperwork that I saw, it was it just seemed like it was something different, not what everybody trying to say it was. or trying to assume that it
Peekaboo
was.
is asking y'all. Let me see. Peekaboo is asking you questions. Peekaboo says,
For sure, this is they got separated in March before he went to jail in July. He went to jail July. They were separated that March. So when he got arrested, he was separated.
so when you met him, he was not separated from
I
you.
met him in 2000. I met him in 2000. He wasn't
So you
separated. He
2020.
wasn't separated
You mean
he
2020?
wasn't separated. Okay, so he wasn't separated.
Hey, are you listening to me? You said 2000. What year was it? Was it 2020?
Listen, he wasn't separated to my knowledge when I met him.
When did
Remember,
you meet him?
I met him October 2020. I went to the
Okay, 'cause
hospital
you said
December
2020.
2020.
I was just correcting you because
Yeah, no,
come
no, no,
back.
no. He was separated in 22
Okay.
legally, right? Or what she put on paper. But when I was talking to him from Florida before that, he wasn't, he was staying out at other places. Let's say that. I didn't question it.
Hold on a second. Thank you, Cupcake. I meant to say thank you for the super chat.
Yeah. She even know she can't be friends with your man. You
Who said
didn't care to know. Let me tell you something,
you can't be friends?
Brittany. Let me tell you something, Brittany.
Funny.
All right. When I asked him, when the conversation came, and I asked him, and I found out, and it didn't come up because of how we met and how things went along. We just never had that conversation until we had that conversation, and it was a week or 2 weeks after I met him. It was that I had found out. And then he was trying to explain it, and I was like, I don't even want to hear it. It don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be cool. We can be boys. That's fine with me. I've got plenty of male friends. You know what I'm saying?
Boys, you a girl. You can't be boys.
Two of my closest friends are married. I got two friends right now. One of my best friends been married for 32 years.
Yeah, but
Okay.
boys, you still got you a girl.
Listen. I'm not a disrespectful person. That's what you have to understand. Just because a man want to do it to you, don't mean you got to do it to them. And that's what people keep trying to think. If I was ugly and fat, I wouldn't be a threat. No, my ex used to love fat women. Okay, so it don't even matter.
I'm a fat woman because I'm a fat
Listen,
woman.
but they trying to say listen. Just like I said this before, when they thought it was Erica, they never said anything about her. Not one word. Not one comment was a negative about her because of the picture they saw and who they saw in the picture. They just start talking mad-ish about the wife. They went in on the wife. Oh, she this. Oh, she that. Go back and look at the comments. They talked about the wife so bad. Then Sonya came out in July. Remember, this was March. It came out in March of 23. So from March 23 to July, they went in on the wife hard. They never said one word about the girlfriend who was supposed to be Erica, right? Because of her picture. Because of her picture. Why wouldn't you talk about it? Y'all thought that was the girlfriend, but they said nothing about her. They talked about the wife, and then when they said, "Oh no, it's not Erica, it's Sonya," then they was like, Then they started talking a little bit about me because they didn't know what I looked like yet, so they just started talking a little bit about me, but they kept talking bad about the wife. They talked bad about her from March all the way to December that year. They just was going in on her. Negative, 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 negative. Then in November, when my face came out, they really let me have it. So why are you talking about me? When y'all thought it was her, y'all said nothing about it. That just proved my point. Y'all only talking about me because how I look. If I looked like Erica, they wouldn't have said anything about me because they said nothing about Erica. It's all about looks. I can be any man's friend because I know how to be respectful, even if they're being. And if they were being disrespectful, I would end the relationship because you're being disrespectful to your relationship. I could be cool with anybody and keep a line because, like I said, I got two close, everyday male friends that I talk to that are married.
Came from you? Was that beeping came from you?
Yeah, she's cooking.
Oh, I could say, wait a minute, something beeping in here. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
My granddaughter's cooking. Yeah, so no, it's not about that. It don't matter what the person look like, because guys will cheat with whatever, whoever a little man and do it this, down the other. Women just have this thing to think just because that girl is cute that, oh, they gonna do it. No, that does not mean they gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, my ex cheated on me with some auntie looking women, and I was like, what in the, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, for real? I didn't ask him why, what was it about, what attracted you, if it was a fantasy or if y'all, I didn't ask none of that. It was, he did it, he did it. You know what I'm saying? And I was just looking like, and in most cases, it isn't a prettier woman. It's always somebody that look, but it's not a look thing. And sometimes the man kind of, sometimes it's a look, but sometimes it's not. It varies. But it depends on how respectful or disrespectful the woman is. I don't disrespect relationships. Contrary to what everybody keep talking about me, I don't. If I know somebody's in a relationship, I respect the relationship. Even if he don't, I'm gonna respect your relationship. And that's just what I did. When I found out he had a relationship, we're gonna move and act like she in the room, even if she's not in the room. We're gonna move and act like she in the room at all times. And that's how we conducted ourselves after I found out he was married or had a relationship or had something going on. We're gonna move like she in the room at all times. And that's how we did. So anything I did after I found out he had a situation, it was never disrespectful. And it was up to him to tell her what he got going on. Because I don't know her. And it ain't my relationship, it's his. So it's for him to say, because he know what he can and cannot do. I don't. And that's where people try to put all of these things on stuff. Don't do that. Because your relationship and what you want is not what everybody else is doing. So all of these, and then they act like this is the,
Hold on,
like
somebody said a man will bang a bowl of snow.
they will. You get me? So they act like, I didn't see guys with pretty best friends and they don't touch them. So it's not about a look or this or that. You know what I'm saying? It's if she respects the relationship and if he, then they can be friends. But if you with a guy that you don't trust, then you don't need to be with that guy. If you don't trust him, because he gonna do it to somebody. It ain't gonna be the girl that, oh, but y'all friends. That might not be the person you need to worry about. You might need to worry about the girl at the grocery store or the girl, you know what I'm saying, at the red light or the girl at the gas station or the car wash. And if you got that kind of dude, then you need to be single. It's just people need to be honest about how they are. If you can't be with one person, then don't. You got one life. You need to live it. So if you're not a one person, be free. Be free and be honest. So you can't hurt her or him. You can't hurt nobody if you're honest, because then they know. They know what it is. So that's why I would prefer, if this is how you move, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I dated this guy while Nesto was in jail. And he was like that. And he told me and him went out on a date. I think me and Nesto talked about this too. We went out on a date. He told me that he wanted multiple women, but he wanted me to be just with him, and he wanted me not to talk unless I'm spoken to. He was like real old school with it. And I was like disrespectfully old school with it. Let's say that. Because I was just looking at him like, who is going to sign up for that? And he was just like, I just don't think, he had a daughter too, a little daughter. And I was like, so you want your daughter to move like this? Like, that's crazy. You got a daughter now. And, he just felt that he should be with as many women as he want. And I need to just be with him. Right. And I was like, well, see, that's, we don't do one-sided,
So this is the conversation y'all was having?
Huh?
Y'all
Yeah.
was having that kind of conversation? Oh.
We were just friends. We talked about all my dates. Go get the phone calls from when he first got arrested. It's gonna be nothing but me talking about my dates. Me and this guy went out. Me and this other guy. Me and the guy that I met that was Airbnb next door. He was from New York, and he took me out. He owned this car dealership, and he wanted to fly me out the country. And me and him talked about all of that on the phone. They're not gonna play that because it kills the narrative. That I'm just, me and him was kicking it cool and da 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 when right before he went to jail, and this is what it is. Get the earlier phone calls. It's going to show that no, we weren't that. We were not that. We were friends, and we talked about. And he encouraged. He said, "Stop being so picky." But I was like, "I'm not looking for a boyfriend."
Somebody said they heard the calls.
You heard that call? Yeah, I'm talking to him about my dates. you know.
Hmm.
But those are the earlier ones from the first when he first got arrested. So from July to June 23, that was the last time I dated. I hadn't, well, I still date a little bit now, but I didn't date like I was online dating because this got so big. I didn't want nobody to go want to be like, oh, look, she's on the dating page and da 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 and all of that messiness. So I
So
had to take off.
you was on a dating site?
Yeah, I was on Black and I was on Bumble, but I had to take them down.
Are you still on a dating site?
I had to take them down. No, because of this crap that's going on. I don't need that. That's one reason why I don't really date. Because I don't want to be recognized and somebody say, "Oh, you're
So
yeah."
he was on a dating site too?
Who?
He was on a dating sites also?
Nesto was on Nesto was on what site was he on? What's that shit called? What's the one that starts with an H?
I don't know. I'm not on a dating site, so I don't know. Harmony? eHarmony?
Was it E?
eHarmony is
It
called.
might be eHarmony. I don't know.
Oh, somebody said Hinge.
No, it wasn't Hinge. It was like the one with
Thank
the
you, guys.
long. It was like the one with the long application that you got. Because I went on there before and I was like, I'm not filling out all this, and I got right off of
That's
it.
the eHarmony. That's the long one.
What's the one with the white guy who did the commercial about it? Was that eHarmony?
Grinder? Somebody said Grinder.
No, it's Grinders. It's that young stuff. No, it wasn't the young
Oh,
stuff. Hold
y'all,
on, let me
y'all a whole bunch, don't y'all?
let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you right now which one he was on. Because he was on a dating site.
Somebody said
Mm.
jacked. Somebody said jacked.
No, it
Fish and
wasn't that.
mingle.
It
Somebody
was that old school one that older people be getting on.
fish, plenty of fish.
No,
Oh,
might
okay.
have
My
been
bad.
eHarmony. Hold on, let me see which one he was on.
Yeah, I don't know those sites.
Right, I didn't get on the one that he was on. I'm trying to think what one he was on. Social. Let me look in. Let me look in his Hold on. Let me look in his trash. Cause I saw it on his thing, but he told me when I met him that he was on one of them dating sites. Hold on. He told me he was on a dating site, but I also saw some stuff from a dating site um on his uh on his email. I can't remember the one, but it might have been eHarmony. It was one of them ones that was like, with the long application thing. It's the one I knew about, but I never got on it. But yeah, he was on a dating site. Even up until he got arrested, he was on a dating site. He was on a dating site. I never opened it up and looked at it or whatever, but I saw the emails from it. But yeah, he was on a dating site. So again, I mean, like I said, I don't know what their situation was, at all, you know, what they had going on. But yeah, he was on a dating site. Yeah, I'm saying. Um, I ain't about to go through all of them. But yeah, I think it might have been eHarmony. It might have been eHarmony. It was one of them old school, like one of them very first ones that came out. It wasn't all of this new stuff, this hinge. He might have been on those. I don't know. I just know that was the only one I saw that he was on. But yeah. I was on Black and Bumble. And let me tell you, Black in Texas, they be having they got some
You said
really nice
black.
looking guys. It's called Black. But the one so Atlanta, Texas, when I went to Houston last year, they had some really nice guys on there on
Who?
last year. They have some really, like Houston has some really, but they say they got a lot of disease there. So, they say they got a lot of disease in that city. But they had a lot of nice, handsome black men there.
We're in Texas.
Yes, Houston area. There are a lot of handsome men in Texas. Yeah, Charlotte is good too because Charlotte have a nice educated
Somebody said, "Wow, given
70
AI is
percent
business."
of the they said the black people in Charlotte are college graduates.
Wow, it says, "Wow, telling AI his business, giving the courts more ammunition to bury him." Huh?
That ain't gonna bury him. What are you even talking about?
What did you give? I wasn't,
That's not gonna bury him. First of all, they got access to that because they had access to it. They have his phone. So they don't whatever I'm talking about, they already know. Y'all be so quick to try to find something negative to talk about. That's nothing to do with his case at all. It's not a crime for him to be on a dating site. And again, like I say, it's on his phone. They have his phone. And it's open. So I'm not talking about nothing they have not seen. Right. We stay in the
I
Bible,
got
the
it
book of
made my
Hercules.
church close out. We're studying the book of Hercules tomorrow. You know what?
I don't know what that means.
Hercules.
Is there a book of Hercules in the Bible?
No.
I don't know. I told you I never read it. I don't know nothing about it. This is the most I've ever learned about it was listening to him and you. My grandmother never spoke on it. She just said, I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray for you, Sonya. That was the most I got out of religion with her.
So you want to go to church with me tomorrow?
I was supposed to go with you 2 weeks ago to that little. Okay, so when you got like a function at your church, I will go with you. But if it's just regular church,
I got a function
if it's
tomorrow.
just regular church, I'm not trying to go. I told you church remind me of funerals because that was the only time I would go was during funerals. So to always put me in that mood if somebody just died. So and it can't be one of those big fancy churches. It's got to be one of them small. The pastor drives a Buick type of church.
Wait a minute, Nesto said there's a book of Hercules? Did Nesto say that for real? Y'all.
Okay, Trina. Thank you, Trina. I don't want a boyfriend though.
Did somebody say
Do I?
that?
I don't want a boyfriend. I'm good. I got grandkids. You grown.
Did Nesto for real say book of Hercules? Did you ever hear him say
I
his
don't
book?
know. I don't know. When he talk about religion, I don't remember that. So
So
I
this
listen,
is-
but I don't remember. I don't know if he ever
No,
said
I go
that.
to church with my daughter. So what
He's
is
country. You have to know how to turn. This is what the issue is with these with the criticism. Me and Nessa always talk like we just laid back boys. We don't try to impress each other when we try to talk.
Hold on. Who forcing her to go to church? Ain't nobody forcing her to do anything.
It's not a force. It's not a force. She didn't try to force me before. It's not okay. So I'm not against it. I just don't do it. It's not a force. You can't, saying, but like I said, I'll go if there's an event because events, are usually a little bit different and livelier. I don't want to go if it's just, we can go next week because the Super Bowl's tomorrow, and I kind of want to, and I got a visit tomorrow too at 3:00. It's good. I don't like strawberry juice, but it tastes better frozen, right? Yeah. Oh, you put the fruit punch soda in there? So you can treat us everything. Everything. It's civil duh. What is the civil duh?
Burnett said those grandkids need grandpa. Oh Lord.
Now she's 18, so like she's grown. You know what I'm saying? And the other one's a foster grandkid, so she's here and she's not here.
I'm the only grandkid.
She said she the only grandkid. She don't like me claiming the other baby. So
She's the only grandchild for real?
My son don't have any children.
Spoiled.
Huh?
No wonder why she's so spoiled.
Yeah, my kids are 12 years apart.
You spoil her.
Yeah, my kids are way apart. And so my son is only 24. He'll be 25 in April. So no, he's not scheduled to have any kids before 30.
Yeah, we attend the same church, Shirley. Shirley divorced finally. Yeah, we attend the same church.
Hmm.
So if you already know all that, Shirley, why are you asking a question you already know the answer to? You just want to hear me say it?
Shirley's divorced finally. That is so mature. Oh yeah, Woody goes to church with you, right? Or he has been.
No, we attend the same
Oh, he
church.
goes to the
There
same
we go.
church as you.
We
So
attend
yeah,
the
he's very religious now. I don't know if he was then. I don't think he could have been in a doing the stuff that he was doing, but he is now.
haven't been exposed to atheists. They don't recognize Christian morality at all.
What's that? What's that?
Neighborhood Watch says most Christians haven't been exposed to atheists. They don't recognize Christian morality at all.
She said, "I'm not talking to you, Sonya. You don't have to be talking to me. I'm reading it."
Oh, Lord. Let's not fight. Let's not fight, please.
Girl, you knew it with that title that she was gonna be a mess. Just like Sonya's edges, she was always messy. If that's what you name in your handle, you messy. You're saying it right there. Expect nothing less.
Sonya says, she said, Mrs. Sonya, why didn't you attend any of his court appearances until after his divorce? She
I
attended.
went to a lot of his court hearings. I
No,
went
she
to
was
a lot
there.
of them.
She was there just because
The bloggers weren't there. That's all.
Yeah,
To try to say I was there. The bloggers weren't going. I was going. Love
Yeah,
you. Have a
they
wonderful night, babe. Love you too, boo. Yeah. So no,
she was
the bloggers weren't going, but I was going. I went to all of his court hearings.
They didn't know who she was at the time either.
Well, then they didn't know.
No, they didn't.
Then they didn't know. But I've been to all his court hearings.
So if Sonya wouldn't be bored at church. I watched it on their live. It was awesome to invite. Yeah, come on next week, Sonya. I don't care.
I'm gonna come next week because I got that Super Bowl tomorrow.
Don't play.
No,
with
I actually will.
play,
I'm gonna
don't-
make sure I don't have the baby next week.
Don't play.
I'm gonna start dropping her off to her mom on the
You
weekend.
can come to church. Babies can come to church.
This girl is on 10. She wrote all over my walls.
Trust me, I know her. Come on.
Oh my God! Right.
She's a sweetie pie. She's a
She-
cutie pie.
she
Y'all, she's
is.
like a cutie pie.
She said, "Well, I better pop her." She didn't know no better. She snatched my pen and just ran and started writing on my walls. So she wrote all over my
Because
walls.
you wasn't paying attention to her. Because if she
I
was,
wasn't, and that's what it is. So I didn't hit her for that because that was
you
my
cannot
fault.
blame the child for you.
That
not
was
paying
that was she didn't know no better, and that was my fault for not watching her. I should have had eyeballs on her.
attention.
Yeah, I should have had my eyeballs on. So I didn't spank her for. I just told her she wasn't supposed to do that. I did have a conversation with her that she was not supposed to do that. I've never hit. Have I ever hit you? You wrote on my walls too.
Now you reminiscing when she wrote on the wall.
And she's talking about that I ever spank her. I'm sure you have gotten your butt tapped. I never put a belt to you, but I'm sure I have tapped you. You weren't. No, you weren't. No, you were. No, you was a little too active too. I don't know what's up with these girls. And my son was great. Oh, he was such a great baby.
You know what? I think you bias against women, against girls, women, and all.
I got 2 female friends, and then now you, right?
Yeah, but you
I
bias.
don't do females because females are very mean. They are very mean. I'm telling you, I used to work for this law firm in Detroit, and it was an attorney.
Mhm.
And every time I would see her in the hallway, she'd look me up and down like, and I'm sitting there like, wow, what is that for? She was just always dogging the crap out of me, just evil. And And I'm like, why? I don't even know you. Like, what is the attitude about? Like, that was crazy. You're an attorney. I'm a secretary, right? You win it clearly. Why are you being mean and looking like, you know? And I got a grocery store, and I know it was coming. And I just, and then sure, like I told you, when I went to go ask for some croissants, and the one girl was like, sure, let me do it. And the other lady was like, what she want? And she said it like Publix. Now, you know how nice people supposed to be at Publix. She was like, what did she ask for? And she was like, she just wanted to know, could I put this glaze over the croissants? And then she looked at me like, we don't do that. And I was like, wow, that does not sound like Publix. Because Publix be like, I'm sorry, ma'am.
My pleasure. Yes, I do.
Right. But if they can't do
Yeah.
it, they're gonna say it with a smile, like, I'm sorry, we don't do that. But she was like, we don't do that. And I'm sitting here like, I don't even know you. What is that about? And I'm sitting here like, because I'm smiling, trying to be very pleasant. And I'm like, wow, you know what? I expected that from you because I saw that in her. Because when she looked at me like,
But you
and then
should
she put her head back down.
smiled. You should have smiled. You could.
I told her, I said, you know what? I just knew you were going to act like that. And I went and got her manager. And he was like, I'm so shocked that she did that. She's been with us for years. I was like, and I've been shopping here for years because they have it in Miami. And I was like, and I cannot believe that she was so rude. And then what did I see the next day? Glazed croissants. So you do that because here they are right here, glazed croissants. But they do it at Heinen's in Cleveland, right? And I was like, they're very good, you know. But Publix, they weren't doing it. But the guy, Josh, the white guy, Josh, used to always do it for me. But he wasn't here this day. You know, it was not so nice black lady. We want to leave girl.
Salty, why are you being mean? How do you say there's absolutely nothing likable about Sonya? That is not true.
Because she's a female, and that's what it is, and it's okay. And she doesn't have to like me. Because I don't do girls. So I don't care if a woman doesn't like me. You know what I'm saying? I don't do girls. So it's okay. Girl, I'm used to that. I've had that issue with females since high school. So, but no one can honestly say I've ever done anything to them. They just don't have to like me for whatever reason. And not everybody is likable. And you don't have to like me. I don't need.
I like you. I think you're cool.
I am cool. I try to be cool. I'm a really good friend. My friends love me. My friends been what? All her friends love me and be like, I wish you were my grandmother, you know. So people that know me,
they don't know
like me. People that don't like me can't say I've ever done anything to them. Oh, I don't like her because she did this to me. Or no one could ever say that because I'm helpful to everybody that's in my life. I try to be nice to everybody. And I try to give the energy that I want to people. But things that how I want it, I treat people that way. And that's why I get along with all my exes, except for my two baby daddies. You know what I'm saying? Them two. I don't get along with neither one of them. And it's okay. Because not everybody's gonna like everybody. Especially females. They got this thing where they just like to be, you know, hateful.
You said she's always a victim. How is she always a victim? I don't see her.
I'm not a victim. Of what?
Accountability one time during the list live. Accountability.
Did he have his wedding ring on? No, he never wore his wedding ring ever, not one time. Even after he told me, he never wore it. Never wore it.
Oh man, y'all just being okay. It's time to go to bed now because we're getting these crazy.
What are some of the traits that make you a good friend? Whenever my friends call me and ask me, I say yes. That's what makes me a good friend. I'm very dependable. That's what makes me a good friend.
And let me tell you something. This woman is a short time to have known.
I've never disrespected my friends' relationships. And anytime they need me, I'm there for them. I've never told my friends no. I try to make it happen if I can't.
See, now that I can't get a word in.
All right, what happened? What they do?
I'm trying to get a word in about what relationship I have with you so far since I've known you. I've known you since January. We first started.
Oh, you could have kept that comment up there.
Yeah. You
could have kept that comment about my daughter and my granddaughter. And no, I didn't, because that was the honest truth. She says it all the time. So They just try to make everything sound messy. If it's honesty, it's just honesty. If you're not parent material, then you're not parent material. If you don't have patience and understanding and the ability to deal with children in a way that they are raised without mental issues and harm and all that stuff. I'm not saying she did that to my Jane, to her, but it's just a lot that goes with parenting. And not everybody are built to be parents, even if you can have a kid. So she knows it was no lies told because I know her. So no, and it wasn't meant to be insulting because she's a good girl. My daughter has been taking care of herself since she was 19, and she's only called me one time in her life to say, "Mom, I need something," and I think that's great. And she does not depend on men to take care of her. She takes care of herself. And no, she's not a stripper because that's what that one girl tried to say that I was a stripper and she was a stripper. No, she's a bartender and she has a cleaning business. So I'm very proud of both my children. But not everything is for everybody.
I can't get a word in.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, girl. I've read that. And she keeps deleting things. Don't delete it. We just don't have to respond to it. You could leave a question up there unless, like I said, they're saying name calling.
I give up. I can't talk because
Yeah. What about Madison? Madison was never my friend.
Oh Lord.
Again, listening to the hype. Madison was my go out and hang at the club associate is what she was. I had just met her. So you wouldn't call a
I'm
person.
gonna step away for a minute. I'm gonna go downstairs.
Don't leave me.
Why? You won't let me talk, so you go ahead and talk to the people. Y'all behave in the chat. Don't be mean now. Don't be throwing out so.
Well, I wish you had. It was hurtful. What was hurtful? I gotta go back to what she's talking about because I don't know what was hurtful. What, baby?
All right, I'm gonna move myself, y'all. Don't be mean.
Oh, she left the door unlocked. We about to go because I gotta drop her off because she left her keys. Did that person didn't drop the keys off?
She got my keys.
She got them. Okay. Yeah. We gonna go. You said what? Madison said y'all was friends. That's where we got it from. We gonna not talk about her, but no. Okay, so we're not gonna talk about her because we just not gonna talk about her. But no,
she's not here to defend herself.
It's just nothing to talk about. That's all. You get me? There's nothing to talk about. That's all. It's nothing to talk about.
Y'all gonna behave when I step away?
I'm about to go. I gotta take her home.
Even now? Okay.
I'm about to take her home.
I thought you wanted.
Sylvia can't get a word in. Sylvia, you can talk now. I'm about to go.
Too late.
I ruined the moment. You gotta go to bed anyway. Nah. I gotta right, you had the power to mute me. You know you could have mute me.
I know, but I'm not rude like that.
That ain't rude. You know, I don't care. I'm not sensitive. Sonya's not staying in here without somebody. I don't know what the rest of that says. Without you. I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but Sonya seems very anti-black woman specifically. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
You anti-black women for real?
Oh my! All of this hate is from black women.
Yeah, but it's not all black.
Girl,
doing this.
All of that's black women. There's no black men. All the black men are. Stay, Sonya. We love you, Sonya. You know, we appreciate what you're doing for him, Sonya. I pray for you and Nesto, Sonya. That's black men. I've never got one negative comment from a black man. Not one. Even when me and him fell out and I fell off, they was like, you better get back in there and help that man. And it was black men. Some black women, but all the black men that's in these things, I've never gotten anything negative from them. Ever. And you can find one.
Not all black women did that. You know?
Not all black women. Oh, no. I'm not saying every black woman. No, it's never every black nothing or every black or every anything because, you know, all men aren't this and all women aren't that. But no, it is my experience with black women. Not a good one. Not a good one. And I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I can hang out with some black dudes if I need to hang out with black people. They can be black dudes. They don't have to be black females. They're black. You know what I'm saying? I love my black men. You know what I'm saying? Let me go. Continue on. It's been real.
Well, it's been
I'm
great.
sorry. I'm
So
sorry.
the
I'm
next
not.
time we'll
I'm
have your
sorry. I'm
other.
not likable.
You
Hmm?
know what? I'm gonna have my niece, not my niece, my cousin in here too, because she's a nurse and she deals with people with different personality traits.
Who got different personality traits?
No, I'm not saying,
Are you trying to say I'm psycho?
I'm not saying this.
Trying to say I'm psycho?
She said we all got
Hey,
some psycho in us.
whatever I am,
My cousin
whatever
said,
I am happy with it.
no,
I'm
my
happy
cousin,
with myself.
listen. My cousin said we are all psycho in some kind of way. She works with.
I'm happy with myself.
No,
And I'm happy. Listen, not everybody's for everybody. That's just what it is. And people feel the way they feel because of their life experience. And if I say I got a problem with black women, there's a reason behind that. And then I look at not just my situation, but everybody's situation. And everybody,
I
everything
understand
that's
we all
negative
got some
is
crazy in
always,
us.
for the most part, coming from a black woman's mouth. And I'm not the only person. They got podcasts that talk about how bad the black woman is. Many of
We
podcasts
just
that they
tackle
talk
black
about
women
them.
stuff.
And instead of just owning whatever black woman out there that has those issues, they want to sit there and act like it's but you, to fix the problem, you have to own it, you
We
know, and that's just what it is. All of these people that's talking about me and you like a dog for no reason, what are they?
black women. Yeah, you're
Exactly.
right.
And why? Why are they talking about you? What have you done to them for them to talk about you so badly?
Be
What did
your
you do?
friend. Be your
What did you
friend.
do? You
Be
did
your
nothing
friend.
to them.
No, I
They
never.
don't even know me to have the issue with you being my friend or not being my friend. I don't know them, but they hate me like they walked in on me and a man. And that's weird energy.
Yeah.
So, and they know the truth because they see and hear what it is, but they're making it into a lie. And they're making something that's just two people that are cool into something that's dirty and this and that
Wait,
and that.
wait, wait, wait. Somebody did say something. You don't know who's behind the screen here. You don't know. But you know what? She's not talking about the
I'm
people.
not talking about, I'm talking about the bloggers.
The bloggers. That's what she's talking about.
I'm talking about them bloggers.
She's not talking about the people inside
I'm not
the.
talking about the chats
Yeah,
or those. Yeah.
she right. She right, y'all. We gotta give it to her on that one. She's right.
No, I'm serious. I'm just talking from my life experience. I'm not talking out the wind because I've always used to love all black people. But as of lately, as of you know what I'm saying, it's just more and more hate and it's coming from these females. I don't get it. I don't know them, but they just very, very hateful, smart mouth and this, that, and the other, you know, and that's weird to me. Because
She's
I try to be
absolutely
nice.
she's absolutely right. The hate that I've gotten from black women.
Black women.
Oh,
That's
I
it.
got black men too. So
Well, you got them too.
I
You
got them.
know, but other than that, I mean, the bulk of it is coming from black women
Yeah.
that talk mad. And I asked you that when it first started, like, what did you do? Oh, never mind. You don't have to do anything. It's just gonna come because it's just gonna come. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
black women a lot. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm talking from experience, not just to be, generally mean to people. No, everything I got, or
Yeah,
my
zesty dude, not a zesty dude. Listen, the energy that is received from those black men, I mean, no, not black men, black women, is what we deal with. We're dealing with that. That's the fact. Y'all can't sit there and say that you have not seen people that are content creator just dog cry out and dog me out. Y'all cannot say that.
who was your beef with? You want your food, little girl? Because you left it out. No, that's my food. This is your food. You was trying to pack my food. You left your food out. No, I didn't. You was trying to take my stuff. This is your stuff. Why would you assume that oh no, honey, you're grown. Deal with it.
She said those little kid days is over with.
No, she grown. I told her you 18.
18 now.
You don't get them favors.
Happy belated birthday.
Sylvia said happy birthday. She said thank you.
Did you enjoy your day out the other day with the restaurant? Yeah, I went.
When she went out for her birthday,
Yeah, with those. Didn't you have a party too for her?
we had a. Oh my God, they broke all kind of stuff in my house
I know you told me.
because I left them in my house and trusted them, and they tore it up.
You ate your food too.
Ate my food, and then broke two of my my little thingies off my furniture.
You're supposed to take all that stuff away when you have a whole bunch of kids.
Come on, exactly. No, they're older children. They're 16, 17, and 18.
Yeah, but it's still children. They're under 18.
What happened? Get on who? Bryce. Anyway, yeah, they tore it up.
Yeah,
I expected not what I got. So I don't know. Switching it up now. Who's switching it up? Your mother is black, Sonya. Do you just like her as well? I just said it's not general black women. It's hateful black women is what if I do not like. It's black women that are negative, that talk ish on situations that don't even have anything to do with them, but they're just out here being just negative or pot stirrers. My mother is black, and no, I do not hate her. My mother was never the type of female that would walk around the house and say she's never said one bad thing about anybody. So we don't move like that because I was never taught that. I never saw that. My mother was always quiet, and she never talked about anybody.
I'm confused. What's this statement here for? Most black women haven't been in prison. What's that statement for? I don't get it.
Most black women haven't been in prison. It's black women in prison. What are you talking about?
I don't know what that statement is for.
What? He gone now.
Okay, Renette is telling. Oh, Renette, you are in it for it today. Renette said, "Some of y'all choosing to be peace." All right, you getting off now, ma'am? Ma'am, she's stuck, y'all. She's in the elevator. She is stuck.
Say hi, because you was cute.
You stuck.
You say hi. He ghosted me. What the heck? Oh, we had a hallway. He ghosted me. I'm not going to talk to him. Oh, he ghosted you. Yes.
She said she's not talking to
So
them.
you don't. Huh? What happened?
She's not talking to them.
No, because about my neighbor.
Oh.
My neighbor.
Most of y'all, your supporters are black. Who's supporters?
Okay, first of all, I never said all. So stop trying to pin stuff. And I never said all. It's a lot. Let's say that.
Okay, it says
People talk about you.
CP and SK. Do she think Ernest will take the plea deal? I don't know. She's breaking up. I'll ask her the question. You heard the question?
That's because I'm out.
Okay, we can't hear you. You're breaking up. You're breaking up. We can't hear you. You can't hear you.
I'm in the garage.
I know, we can't hear you.
Call me tomorrow.
All right, see, I'll call you tomorrow. Bye.
Oh yeah.
Bye. She's gone, y'all. She is gone. Gone. All right. Guys, I'm gonna have to take my butt off. You guys, most of y'all have been very, very pleasant. I'm proud of you guys for not being so mean. But some of you guys, they had to get deleted, had to get blocked because y'all was just really, what was weird? Trina too. What do you mean it was weird? What was weird? Us sitting here having a conversation? What was weird? Oh, you did payroll? Okay. I had a time there. I'm glad you were able to keep you company while you did your work. Yeah. I'm not understanding what was weird about of me having a Sonya on here. Sylvia, can you be friends with someone who says they're anti-black? Yeah, I could be friends with anybody. I've been friend with somebody who was a racist. They were my friend, but that doesn't mean that. I mean, people. A person could change on how you treat them. You know that, right? If you treat a person with love, that love could change a person. You know that? The hateful comments, the flow, and the conversation, the topic, all of it. Yeah. It was weird. I think it's something that the conversation is good. Open conversation is good. And if it's weird to you, you didn't have to stay. You know that, right? You know there is an exit and an entry and an exit. You know that, right? You did not have to stay. It's not good to stay in a place that you feel that's weird or conversation that you don't feel comfortable in. Some people can't deal with honest conversation. Yeah. I think there was a way too many disrespectful and grown. And it is. Yeah, you do know that very well. Then why you stay in a place that was weird to you? That the conversation was weird. That makes you weird for staying in a place that's weird. Sylvia knew when to ask questions. Say it loud for the people in the bushes, Sylvia. I don't have to be here, period. You don't. They don't. They do not have to be here. And then they want to give me their opinions of what was weird, okay? Never saw Sonya before. Hold on. Never saw Sonya before. I don't know Nesto in the story. I'm usually watching true crimes. However, I have enjoyed your conversation tonight. Hey, Ann. Thank you, Ann. I appreciate it. Sonya doesn't seem to live in reality. She contradicts herself the whole time. Therapy would be good for her. But you know what? Did you get a chance to listen to my cousin today? She's very much in the field of mental health, right? Um, what I've learned in life, let people be who they are. Let people be who they are. As long as they're not harming you, let people be who they are. You can't control anybody. You don't have to be in this space. You can move on. You get what I'm saying? You do not have to be in this space. You chose to be in this space, and sitting here trying to criticize somebody for them being who they are, not appreciating the person as an individual. I don't know who made us controller and commando of people's lives. I don't understand that. Everybody's grown. Everybody has their own experience. We need to just leave folks alone. And you know what? This channel is not the only channel, y'all. Just because I put Sonya in the title does not mean you have to come in here and be nasty and mean to her. You get mad because I block and delete, but you're coming in here being nasty. It's not what I want in my channel. I was listening to Hear and Learn. The results were weird to me, but oh well. Show some love and send super chat, fam. You know they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. Come on now. I agree, Brittany. She lacks self-awareness. And you guys are the expert of self-awareness, right? Gotcha. I agree. Sonya needs some therapy. She seemed like a nice lady, though. We all need therapy. Sylvia, if people didn't have an opinion about other YouTubers, wouldn't even exist, and certainly not financial profiting off of people's opinion of others. We listen and don't judge. Exactly. I just say let people be who they are. Let people be who they are. As long as they're not hurting you, let people live. Live and let live, okay? Stop trying to control people. Stop trying to be all in their lives. So will Nesto court case be streamed? I would like to see what it's all about. Well, and I don't think Nesto's case is a case that is interested into the national news people like Law and Crime. I don't think they're going to be covering that because they're not interested in that. Because Nesto is not a celebrity or anything like that. It's not a gruesome case or a high-profile case, really. So, to that being said, the only people that would be streaming it would be some YouTubers that goes there and they want to, get a Rule 22 and show it. That's basically all you're going to have. YouTubers coming in. And will they be there every day? It depends how long the case lasts. Some will be there all day. Some people won't. You like my hair pulled back? Thank you, Cece. Love you too, Mimi. Yeah, I gotta come back when my cousin comes. I love my cousin Darby, but I was mad with Darby for about 15 years. No, not that long. I was just joking about that. But I gotta come back and listen to her. She is so. You said 11 Alive will probably be there. I doubt it. Not the whole time. 11 Alive do not ever stage the whole thing. You know who is doing that? Law and Crime. Those other news stations, they'll do it, they do clippings, they do like what do you call it? They call it this is a word they use. Live shots. They do live shot where they do a certain amount of seconds to do the whole news series. Now, if they're doing a live streaming, it's gonna be like a Law and Crime that does it. Law and Crime is the one that would be doing it, and then they'll take from the pool. But I doubt 11 Alive is going to stream it every day, all day, every day. They're not going to do that because it's not feasible for them. It's not about control. Part of being a friend is calling them out of this stuff. That's not what my Bible tells me. My Bible never told me to call out people. My Bible told me to pray for them. Love them. Never told me that I'm not going to be God in nobody's life. And I don't have a profession as a therapist or counselor. I don't have that degree. So that's not my job. My job is to be friend, to love my friend. That's my job. The judgmental church hands got it all wrong. Renette, you killing it tonight. You're killing it tonight. Amen. Reba, what's going on, darling? But it's so strange how we can always look at somebody else's problems and then act like we ain't got nothing going on in our own lives. Isn't it so weird that we can focus on somebody else and pinpoint where that person is wrong, but we got a mess going on in our lives. We got our children going to hell in a handbasket. We got families, just issues on top of issues. You have family members that need you, but you're not there for them. But you could sit on this live and tell everything that's wrong with me or Sonya. Am I going to cover the case here? Yeah, I will. I'll be covering the case. I'll be covering the case. Yep, I will. I like the judge too. The judge is pretty nice. Well, I'm with you, Sylvia, on that. That's just my life. That's why, you guys, I can make friends. People trust me. People gravitate to me because I don't do that judging thing. I don't do that. I love people where they are. I respect people where they are. I don't ever say bad things about people because I don't want to be treated that way. But for some strange reason, some folks just love focusing on other people's issues. Don't you know God is also using me? God is using me. You're welcome, Naughty Land. Cupcake, thank you again for your super chat. I appreciate you, sweetheart. But God is using me. You got to listen to what she said. Take a look. Listen. Go back and listen to what she said. And sometimes people just need you to care, you to listen. We don't have enough time to do that. But it is what it is. And I'm going to continue being me. I'm going to continue doing what God tells me to do. And I'm going to continue being used by him. And it doesn't matter what you think of me. I'm still going to be Sylvia. And my wonderful people, we got to do the birthday. Let me do the birthday song to everybody that's in February. This is for you, February birthday people. This is for you, okay? This is what I want for you for your birthday, okay? Listen to these words, okay?
February babies are extra special because they bring even more light to this time of year. Happy birthday to February babies who make the winter months a little brighter. May your day be filled with love and joy. Forget the past, look forward to the future, for the best things are yet to come. Birthdays are a new start, a fresh beginning, and a time to pursue new endeavors with new goals. Move forward with confidence and courage. You are a very special people. May today and all of your days be amazing. Happy birthday, February 5th, Keith Williams. and Tammy Pace Johnson. February 15, Haley. February 17, Steph Lavall 217. February 19, Mrs. Naturally Almond. February 20th, infamous Sylvia and Kate Buckles Johnson. February 26th, Jenny Wynn Jewel. February 27th, Serena Fearing and Bougie Pisces. February, love babies, God.
All right, y'all. Y'all caught me. I was in daydreaming here for a second. Guys, I want to thank you for everybody that's been here who participated in being in this chat today. I thank you. I pray God bless you tonight. You have sweet dreams. And let's say a prayer before we end. Father God, we come this evening, Lord, to thank you for your goodness, Lord. We thank you for your mercy. We thank you for your kindness. We thank you for this opportunity to come into this chat this evening, Lord. I pray that, Father God, that your spirit have take control of whatever we have learned, Lord. Let us operate in love. Father, I thank you for my brothers and sisters in this chat. Thank you, Father God, that whatever they're searching for, that they will find, Father God. I pray peace, peace. I pray healing. I pray restoration. I pray reunification for family members, Father God. Lord, we thank you. We thank you. We honor you. We glorify you. Lord, let the words of my mouth, the meditation of my heart, let it be acceptable in your sight, Father, because you are my strength. You are my Redeemer. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen, amen, and amen. All right, good people. Love you guys. Have a great night, and I'll see you in the morning. Don't forget, I have a guest coming tomorrow. I'll see you guys after church. Love ya. Bye.
Thank you for watching the infamous Sylvia channel, where laughter and fun make up our panel. Together we build this digital spree. We appreciate you and our growing family. With mods by our side and chat flowing free in this online space. It's just you and me. We laugh until tears roll down like the rain. In this virtual world, you ease all my pains. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We cherish the moments, the highs and lows, from the latest gossip to stories untold. You're more than a viewer, you're part of the crew in this space of ours. It's all because of you. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We're a family, not just a show. Every click click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction show when we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment